carry the weight of the other ones, and we don't be worried. Yeah, so we got some news for y'all today. We got a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all like the top 6 at 6. You know, EB, what we got today? What's up?
We gonna talk about the weekend first, buddy.
Okay.
So
Let's
how
go.
was y'all's weekend?
I was trying to get her to like chime in on what we got coming up. Cool.
Give them a little teaser, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We gonna talk about
Cool.
the weekend, but yeah, we
Cool.
gotta. First of all, in the news segment, yes, we definitely gonna talk about this flashy minister that got robbed while he was preaching his sermon.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. No,
Oh, I
not
see.
while he was preaching
that
us.
thing
Yes.
was live
They
stream,
were live.
baby.
They were live.
Yeah,
I seen.
yeah.
I didn't see the video, but I seen what the preacher be wearing, and this is it's crazy because it's a wake up call. But we gonna get into that. That's gonna be real interesting. That's good. I like that one, EB. That's gonna be a good
That's
one.
gonna be up first.
It's gonna be a good one. You doing that first?
Yeah, we gonna do that.
Say
first.
no more. What you did the weekend, EB? What you do, EB?
Ran into Bree at the Jola Festival.
Yes, you did.
Y'all didn't plan that.
No, we didn't play it.
Okay, y'all
not
ain't
at
playing
all.
and stuff.
I was up and through there.
Okay,
Yeah, she
y'all was outside.
We were
Yeah,
outside.
she was with a friend, and she had she had her time, and I was with my daughter, and my cousin actually worked the Jola Festival. Man, I'm telling you, when I tell you that line was long and hot, it was long
For real.
and hot.
It was long, but
And
we
it was
had the
chaotic.
express pass, baby.
So did
Okay,
I.
Bree was out there with a
So
foreign.
did I.
You was out there with a foreign.
I had listen, y'all know what he's trying to do.
Come on,
Listen,
what's
we had express pass too, Bree. The express line was just as long, if not longer.
So,
than the
well, let me
general.
just
Really?
say this. I was definitely with a non-AT alien.
Okay, cool. We're gonna
I
stick.
was with a New
We're
Yorker
gonna stick with
who
that.
was like, F this
A
line.
lot of people said that.
Baby, we waited in nobody's line. We didn't even wait in the express line.
Why?
We skipped the express
How
line.
y'all do this?
Hey,
Tell the secret.
How y'all do this?
we were really on some New York stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, we went straight to the front.
That's how it be for me sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I still got a little bit of clout, and I can go somewhere and it be like, boom, there you
Yeah.
go. You know what I'm saying? So,
I appreciate my friends like that because I'm
Yeah.
a Southern girl at heart. So I'm hospitable. I'm courteous. I'm
Yeah,
not
got
breaking.
patience. You got patience. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not breaking any lines, but I do appreciate being with those people who don't give a about them lines. Okay,
Right.
and they
It's
like,
just
come on,
really
let's go.
helpful. It's
So how was it,
absolutely helpful.
EB? How was it? What was there? What was it about? Tell everybody what the July Festival is, because a lot of people don't know.
Well, it was just an immersive like cultural experience because I did, see a lot of Africans there. I didn't even know we had that many.
Oh, they
Africans
was representing, baby.
in Atlanta or in the surrounding cities. But yeah, I was just listening to a lot of women speaking in their native, like in their accents and stuff. And I was just mesmerized. I was just listening. But it was a July festival, so it was more so about the rice, about the culture, the food.
Yes, it
and
was a
whatnot.
food
So-
and music festival.
So yeah, we had the music performers there. I did not get to see Akon if he performed at all. I didn't get to see Rotimi. It
Yeah, I
was just a
did
little
see
late.
the promo for him.
Yeah, so it was
saying
just
he
it
was
was
gonna be
getting later and later, and
So it's just one day.
yeah, just one
yeah.
day.
So, did you feel queenly out there? Did you
I
feel
felt
like? Did
I
you
was
feel
with my
like?
peoples.
Okay, you
I
felt
was,
like
I was
did you
surrounded by
feel-
my people, and then there was others who came to be surrounded by our people too. So I was like, it's really nice that they came here
Okay,
intentionally.
I
They
think I
came
know what
here
she talking about.
intentionally for this.
I think I know who she talking about. Okay,
'Cause I was talking to
That's
them
what's
in the
up though.
line.
Yeah,
but that-
baby.
but that's good. I haven't been. So
Well, this
Yeah.
was Akon's first.
yeah,
This was
yeah.
the first annual, but there is another Jollof festival, not to be confused with the Jollof Music and Food Festival that Akon has put together. There is another festival, and they travel from city to city, so
Yeah.
it's like a large city event.
Yeah.
They were just in DC. They'll be here in Atlanta in September.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
So,
I
yeah.
guess they're gonna be definitely got to go there.
I thought that was the same one because that was the promo for this one. How they move around from city to city.
It's not the same one. This was Akon's first time doing
okay.
this. I think he actually kind of took this idea
Of
from
course he did.
from somebody else, and but
It's
you could
okay,
tell
though.
that this was the first annual because it was unorganized.
Absolutely,
It was definitely giving first time around vibes. Okay. So that was that, but I still enjoyed it. The performances didn't get started until later. I think the event ran from 2 p.m. to midnight.
No, it was supposed to be 12 to midnight. But
12 to midnight. I think the first performance started at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And it was, it's like the bottom of the bill type of thing.
They're going to tighten up,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's how I go first time around, especially with something that big. They're going to tighten up. Like I remember one music festival started and what it's become is like crazy. It's very controlled.
Absolutely.
They got 2 big stages and it be going.
Same for South by Southwest. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of those festivals start, and it's just, everybody needs their start. So
Yeah, huge. And one music festival, they pick some good locations. I think they pick some real good locations and be definitely
But here's the
experience.
thing. Piedmont Park had a few festivals going on Saturday.
baby,
'Cause
they had
people-
the ice cream
Right,
festival.
they had a whole ice cream festival out there. People was going from festival to festival because when they didn't want to stand in that line, I was hearing on the phone. There's another festival at the front, and they got this ice cream. And I was just like, I'm gonna stay
Yeah.
right here because
Yeah,
I'm not worried
it
about my
definitely
ticket.
definitely can get some stuff out of being in Atlanta at the right time. You can just show up.
Absolutely.
You just show up. It's a festival, Dogwood Festival, Dogwood Arts Festival. I was out there one time. I didn't even know what was going on. I'm just out there. I see artwork everywhere. I was just like, oh, this is dope. And then I started going after that.
Yeah,
it was
You
just
can
it was dope
accidentally-
though.
Yeah, you can accidentally come upon some crabs up in there.
Accidentally pop up like, oh, I was just out here walking the dog. And you're in the middle of a festival.
Yeah.
Crazy. And
Absolutely.
and some of this stuff, some of it you don't have to pay to go to. You just
Very
gotta show
true.
up.
That
Yeah,
is
you just
true.
gotta show up, just be there. Yeah. So Bree, what you did?
Well, the boys were home this weekend, so we all hopped in the car on Friday, headed downtown to Peachtree, right across from the Ritz-Carlton and Hard Rock Cafe to see the Litty in the City billboard.
That's what's up, man. That's
that
what's
was
up. That's what's up. Yeah, we got a billboard.
Yeah,
We got a billboard.
we do.
Shout out to the bosses who made it happen. Shout out
Absolutely.
to the people that made it happen. Chelsea, you know what I'm saying, the team.
We
You know what I mean?
appreciate
Nelly,
that.
Yeah,
all that good stuff.
If y'all want to go check it out, it's
Preston.
at the corner of Andrew Young International and
Yeah.
Peachtree Street above Chase Bank. So what is it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
The Litty in the City show. So we have a group. We have a group bill, and then we have 4 individuals. So it's really, really dope. That was a nice experience. So my kids were, they were like, okay, we see you.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I seen the pictures of them. Damn, they so big now, man.
They are.
What the heck?
Yeah, boys grow
Good God,
fast.
How old are they?
They are 11 and 12. Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, them some big
Ooh,
boys.
they big.
Yeah,
Good
and it
God
happened so
Almighty.
fast. And then my daughter's 23, so she was there too. She helps me keep them in line.
Man, and she's just getting older. She's same height. She's just getting older.
I know, right?
She said
Poor
she
baby.
just
I
getting
don't
older.
think Taylor was a dual collegiate sports athlete.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she played
point guard?
basketball, point guard, and she
Yeah.
played fast pitch softball. And poor baby, I mean, she literally, I think they had her listed as 5'2", and I think they lied.
Man.
They gave her an inch or two.
They gave
Well,
her
not
inches?
yeah,
She's
they
short.
yeah.
She's short.
Oh, this baby is.
Oh, yeah.
If Taylor had 4-5 more inches, she'd probably just still be playing ball.
Absolutely.
She, you know what I'm saying, just on the strength of the height, because she's energetic
Yeah.
and she actually can play. So you know what I'm saying. You know how they go.
But that's it. Yesterday I cooked dinner. JD came over for
What
dinner.
You made? What you made?
I made some smothered chicken. I made some Brussels sprouts. I made some broccoli and some red skillet potatoes.
Bree be cooking like
Y'all
listen,
know I
y'all don't know
cook.
that, but Bree, when Bree do cook, she cook like a real mama. She cook like one of them real mamas. It'd be like, okay, we got a whole family, and she actually cook
Yeah.
like a real mama.
And I
With
call
all them pots
people.
on the stove.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I call people like, y'all come eat and set out the spread. So that was pretty dope. But that was it. City, what about you?
Man, so Friday, what I do Friday? I was doing Uber.
Okay.
I went to Saturday, did Uber. I think I did one of the Airbnbs. I cleaned it myself. I'm in town, so I be doing it myself.
I noticed that you are definitely a lot more hands-on
Yeah,
lately.
Man, listen. I'm on Turo. I do Uber, clean my Airbnbs, manage my Airbnbs.
I love
You know what
it.
I'm saying? So I be doing like 5 things.
I'm
where
telling y'all, I tell
where
y'all
I'm
all the
doing
time.
stuff.
City is like, he's really a Jamaican at heart.
Yeah,
He trained
man.
to be a
Listen,
Jamaican.
He's training to be a Jamaican.
Listen, TB saying, bruh, I really can't understand.
And he has a trucking
how-
business.
Yeah, I got it. Yep. TB like, man, I don't even understand how you be doing all the stuff you be doing. He just like, I be talking to you throughout the day, but I don't understand how you be like making all this stuff happen. But
Yo, so
that's what I
I'll
be
be on the
doing, man.
phone with City randomly, and it's like you'll hear the vacuum cleaner. We're like, yo, what is going on right now? What are you doing?
It's cleaning
Well,
up my next
I'm
job.
doing
This
just
my
cleaning up.
This is my detailing job.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and then the next time I'm talking, and I'm playing the TV, I'm in the car, somebody in the Airbnb, I'm talking. Like, it ain't no telling what happened. But this all day.
He's
like
great at
you know what I'm saying?
multitasking.
Yeah, for real. Only thing I suck at is like, when I tune you out, I tune you out. But other than that, I can do 30 things. For real. I'm really talented.
That's how he get his pieces when he tune you out.
Right.
You might be right. But yeah, Saturday, me, Deucey, the baby went to Benihana in Alpharetta.
Nice. Why did
Yeah.
y'all go to Alpharetta?
Alpharetta is the best one. You know what I'm saying? You know the one on Peachtree Hood.
You know, Deucey deserved the best.
Yeah, it's
She
good.
does.
Yeah.
Actually, Deucey demands the best.
Yeah, that's
what I meant to
another thing. That's a whole nother subject.
Shout out to Deucey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The baby.
And the baby.
Ashton, she growing up, she speaking sentences. She's 17 months speaking sentences, you know what I'm saying? So
That is so dope. How is daycare working out for her?
great. She learning sign language. She be speaking sign language and all that stuff. Like, she really like in tune with. She moved up. They moved up to the next level before she reached the age.
Y'all, the babies,
saying?
even the babies have graduations nowadays.
Yeah, like
Everybody
like
getting the graduation. She even
she
from
went
the
from-
nursery school.
Yeah,
she Yeah.
went
Man, stop it.
She's in Primrose, and she went from toddler 1 to toddler 2, like 2 months early. So she
Wow.
like elevating, you know what I'm saying, at a great rate. The teachers
Yes.
always compliment her. They like she's teaching the other kids stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like she's definitely, and she's outspoken. She definitely get it from
Well,
me.
right. I was about
I ain't
to
gonna
say,
lie.
I don't think she
That's
can
what
help
they say
it.
every day. That's what they say every day at the house, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, man. But yeah, she's very outspoken. She learned really fast. So she's getting potty trained now. So now
okay.
so I be she been getting potty trained since she was 15 months. But I wasn't doing it as often, but
Consistently.
now she's doing it. She sit down, she know what's going on, and she be feeling down there. And she basically let you know that's what's happening. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, you know, she's getting in tune with that, and she's swimming too. So she in swim class.
Very
I went
nice.
to swim class Thursday, so we go every other Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, and I take her to the pool on my own too. But yeah, she doing real good in swimming.
Well, that's dope.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
so
17
happy
months
to
jumping in
see
the
that you
water.
are so in tune with parenthood.
Oh yeah.
You know, not
Yeah.
even fatherhood, but just parenthood. That's
Oh,
really
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, it's dope. Like the favorite thing to do with her is swimming. She jumps. She trusts me, so she'll jump in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
She's 17 months jumping in the deep water. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's amazing.
Oh wait, you're already in the pool?
I'm in the
Wait,
pool.
oh, okay.
She's jumping down in it.
Got you.
Yeah, she'll get down, jump down in it. Like, I don't have to hold her. She'll just jump in the water.
That's dope.
Yeah. But
Seriously.
at the end of the day, I be thinking, like, man, what if I'm not around and she just do this? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know,
but she know how to swim, right?
Nah, she don't really got it yet. But she's learning.
she'll get it.
She
She'll
on
get
her
it,
back.
yeah.
She's calm when I put on her back. I hold her head, and she's learning how to get her feet flapping a little bit and staying calm.
Yeah.
So being calm in the water is
It's
like
key.
one of the main things. And they teaching us different things. So I got on a 1, 2, 3 count. When I do it 1, 2, 3, when I say 1, 2, 3, she holds her breath. She knows she's going underwater.
Okay.
So she goes underwater. You know what I'm saying? I submerge her.
So you're setting and managing expectations.
Yes, so I can put something in the water and she'll reach down and let her face go under the water like that and to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's
Nice.
challenging herself. At first she didn't, but now she's getting it. And she'll reach down in the water and she has to put her face in the water to grab it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we go. That was it, man. Had a
Hold
great
on.
weekend.
I got
Oh
a
yeah.
question.
I had a random Uber to Savannah.
Lord have mercy.
Not Savannah.
Man, listen, man, I had an Uber to Savannah. Oh man.
Did you accept?
What? Man, listen, I accepted Uber, right? The lady called me. She was like, I want to know if you can go to Savannah. I was like, okay, I didn't know I was going to go to Savannah because it
That's
blocked
like
out the
3.5 hours, right?
Three hours.
Okay.
So I was like, and it was nighttime. I was like, yeah, I go, but we got to talk about this. So I talked about it, pulled up. We talked about a price. I canceled it, pulled up on her. I had pulled up on it, then I put it in the car. Then I canceled it. And then we talked about the price because I wasn't finna let Uber take half of my money. I'm from the streets. I wasn't finna take that. Come on, man. So all the people out there doing Uber, man, when y'all got them long trips, you pick them up, you cancel it, you do another price, y'all figure it out. It's gonna be cheaper for them, and you're gonna make way more money. You know what I'm saying?
So they don't get charged when you as the driver cancel it. That's no
Nah,
penalty
nobody.
when you drive.
I don't even get a penalty.
Okay.
I don't have to take it. Like I can
Right.
take it, and I can say I accepted it by mistake. But you know what I'm saying?
So I don't know that I would suggest that you actually give that type of information out on air because,
Right.
as we know, they just took a young lady away in handcuffs.
Hey, man,
the one,
listen.
look, the one who said you just fudged the numbers. You know how they put that thing in slow mo, and then they showed it was a business credit girl.
Yeah.
And they showed,
Let's go into a short music break. I want
We're
to hear
gonna
the
go
rest
to
of
a
the
break.
story. I want to hear that story. I want to hear
See
this
what?
story.
This is too good. We
I
gotta
wanna
go
hear
into
it.
it.
So we just
Break.
got to do a short
we
music
about to
break.
talk about this Savannah
Alright.
trip
Take a
off
break.
air. We'll be back, y'all. It's the Litty in the City show.
Oh man. Continue talking about it.
2, 1.
What's up? What's up? We are back. We are back.
back.
Yeah. So I just want to know what EB wanted to know about this Uber ride to Savannah.
I just want to know: do you get your money beforehand, or do you get your money after the fact?
Well, in this case,
It's different for a guy, I think.
Yeah, in this case scenario, me and the individual, it was a female.
Female
It
passenger.
was a female.
A female.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
female.
and it,
You know, Evie done
A
told
woman.
you about using that word.
yeah, it was a lady. It was a lady passenger. A lady.
It was a lady.
Yeah, I don't know if she could have been a transsexual lady.
Man, can
right?
we
Wait
move
a
on, please?
minute.
Well, okay.
Good God.
Okay, so-
man.
Okay, so it was a lady. She was white.
She identified as she.
She was white,
Okay.
Okay.
and she was cool. When she first, it's crazy because I picked up at the airport car rental center,
Okay.
and when I pulled up, she was in the grass in an area where she shouldn't even have been at. I'm like, she climbed over something to get there. I was just like, she on the phone flagging me down. Like, oh, that's her. She in a whole spot like where she shouldn't have been. I pull up, she's clipping over a bag and the bag's on the ground. She had a Louis Vuitton bag, and I'm like, man, okay, all right, okay. Bree wouldn't have had her Louis Vuitton bag on the ground. I'm just saying, but so. I pull up. She get in the car, and she started explaining more of the story to me. She said, "Man, I've been stood up by 5 people that couldn't take me. Oh my God! One guy, he said he was gonna do it for this much, and he just didn't show up. And I did it again. And here you go, my savior. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
put
So
your
she in the
cap
car.
on.
So we talking. She
You
sound
know,
like,
City love to save them.
man, you might be. You know what? You might be right because
he
I'm
done
always
put his
saving
cape
somebody. Ain't
on,
that right, EB?
Always.
Hold on, boy. Hold on, boy.
He done saved you a couple times,
You
Evie.
see how he do me? Ain't that right, EV?
Yeah, so when she in the car, she said, I gotta eat. I need to eat. Can we just
Of
get something to eat,
course.
please? I said, yeah, for sure.
Of
No problem.
course.
So we talked about that price she was talking about with old boy, and I was like, okay, cool. We can work that. That's fine.
I'll match it.
Let's do
Okay.
it. And then we went to eat. She was like, it's my treat. Don't worry about it. It's my treat.
Of
We
course.
can- Yeah. So
You know that would have been right on my alley.
yeah, she like she was like,
Did you
need
say
some
food?
She was like, you need some gas? I was like, nah, we good. We don't even need no gas. We gas though. We full. Don't worry about it. So she would have put gas in the car and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
so
you know, City was in the Camry. He was in the
Nissan,
hot boy car.
The
Altima.
Altima.
Or the Altima. Yeah, the,
the drop
Altima.
top, not the
The
drop
4-cylinder.
the 4-cylinder drop top. Yeah, so we ended up going to a Waffle House, and matter of fact, what's crazy, we went to about 3 places, and all of them said you got to go online. So we go online, try to buy the food. The places,
I'm sick of
Why
Waffle
y'all-
House
why
doing
y'all
that.
saying that?
Time out. What?
I'm sick of
listen,
it.
all these places, Burger King, McDonald's, McDonald's.
What's-
all
what's-
McDonald's
don't do it.
drive-thru
All
still
McDonald's don't do
lit.
it.
Hold
So
up.
they saying you got to go through on the app, the download, the order, right? But what they really should be saying is you need to be Uber Eats or DoorDash to get this food, because guess what? At the end of the day, they not even letting you order it online for real. It got to be a ride share service with the food.
That is crazy.
Cause when I order, I'm like, I can't even order it. I did that with 2 places that night, so I'm learning. I'm telling you, man.
Waffle
all
House
this
getting on my
online
nerves
stuff
with
is a
that.
learning
What
curve.
time-
Did you
What
get
time
the
was it,
Waffle
though?
House though?
Hold up. What
We
time
ended up with
was
Waffle House, but let me tell you what we had to do. We had to go to a window at Waffle House and order through a window
Outside.
Well,
we
that
was
part I
on
know about.
Terra Boulevard.
Oh,
See, that's the one I know about. Yeah,
We
the
had- they
one you
got a
gotta walk
window
up to the
slide.
window. But you ain't got to pre-order that.
No,
I'm sick of it. Did you get a patty melt?
I didn't get the patty melt. I got All Star with the grits. I told them want the
You
grits hot in the
drove.
bowl.
You drove and ate that at the same time.
Nah, I sat in the car. We sat in the car and ate.
Oh, y'all had a whole bonding moment. This was special.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had a
she was
date.
yeah,
He
You
said it
call
was a
what you
date.
want. Call it what you want, long as I got paid.
It was an escort
Yes, it
service,
was an
baby. He got
escort,
paid
yeah,
at the end of the
I
night.
was slanging Uber.
Yes.
Slanging Uber. slanging Uber.
Oh,
I'm trying to
God.
tell you. I got
That
man,
dude's stupid.
If it's a
I got a
check
picture.
attached to it,
I got a
baby.
picture of the lady
She
too.
gonna do it.
She was sleeping in the back seat, knocked out.
You got a picture of her, you said?
Yeah, I gotta show it to you.
Nigga,
I'm
you
sure
better not
to you.
post
Wait.
that. You better not. You better not hashtag
Hold on.
Uber, nothing. You better not. You better not.
I ain't posted online, but I got it.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to Deuce.
Okay. You send it to your wife?
Man, I ain't sent it to
Hey,
Deuce,
look at this
man.
lady
Y'all
back
tripping.
there. She's slobbing on our seat.
What y'all think gonna happen? I ain't sent it to Deuce.
But no, tell me for real, what time of night was this for the Waffle House and the McDonald's with the order on the app?
Man, this had to be like 1 something in the morning.
That's
man.
probably why. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I'm like, what? Who does that? Oh, she knocked.
Let me
out.
see.
She linked over.
Lean on the cup holder.
But that must have been the
Is
next
that
morning.
her titty?
I don't know what it was. I ain't
Not
looking.
Did you
I
say
ain't
titty
look.
on the L?
I just.
I did say titty on the air.
Well, it
You
ain't a
said
cuss
titty.
word.
It's titty again. That's a
Come
titty.
on, big.
It's one. It's one titty.
they
That's the
always-
whole thing.
It one uniboob.
You know them folks. They'll get them titty done, but they don't know about getting nothing else done. Some of
Man,
them.
listen,
The
she
old
got a big
school.
old titty.
That's one
That
big
was one thing
move.
about old school white women. They get them titty done. They don't get nothing else
That's
done.
some Dolly Parton titty.
Baby, she
Yeah,
gets
that's
a
what I'm talking about.
balloon.
Yeah, but she was cool though.
All
She
right,
funny.
y'all.
She was cool, and made my money. Everything went smooth. Everybody safe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Uber Adventures of the City.
It's
I
the
have
Uber
been-
Chronicles,
I
City
have
and the
been-
Uber Chronicles.
I have been to Augusta. I went to Macon one day and went to Augusta that afternoon. Uber.
And now you
And then
can
I went
put
to
Savannah
Chattanooga
on
2
the
weeks
list.
ago.
Now,
With
let me tell you,
Chattanooga.
has your car been serviced?
Yeah. Yeah, I got new spark plugs like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
New spark plugs got a tune up basically. I had to get a tire about 3 weeks ago.
That's
Got
a
a
bad
tire.
beat right there.
Yeah, but
She all
the
over
tire
the
didn't go
city.
bad while I was driving. I seen it, noticed it, got it changed out. Went to my tire guy.
And you got the
another tire.
Camaro on Turo.
Camaro on Turo.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
BMW sitting at
I'm
the
a
house.
hustler. I'm a. Can we play
Man,
that?
listen,
'Cause
Camaro just got turned in today. It's been out
I'm
over
a
a week.
hustler.
Wow.
Camaro been out over a week. Just got turned in today.
You better get to the bag.
Come on, man. The bag is out there. I gotta go get
Speaking
it.
of bags, let's talk about this pastor who was
What's
just
going on?
robbed, apparently.
BB, tell us about this
We're
pastor.
gonna take a short music break and come back with that story. I know we said we were gonna do that this time, but it's been long, so y'all, we'll be right back.
Be back.
We should have got that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we are back. We are back, and EB got the news for us. EB, I need to know what's going on with this preacher man.
Man, let's get into it. So, yes, according to the New York Post, a flashy Brooklyn bishop was robbed in the middle of his live stream service Sunday when gun-toting crooks accosted him at the podium before fleeing with $400,000 in jewelry. So the Rolls-Royce driving Bishop Lamore Whitehead last made news in May when he tried to negotiate the surrender of an accused subway shooter, but the authorities separately nabbed him. Who wrote this? Nabbed the suspect later. So on Sunday, Whitehead was in the middle of his sermon at the Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries in Carnegie. I guess if I didn't say that right, Brooklyn people, just forgive me. Around 11:14 a.m. Okay, Canarsie?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That is not it.
Yes.
Carnegie. You know, City like to make stuff.
She said car. It's a CANARSIE.
It's CAN. But anyway.
CAN, I mean. CAN. That's not CAR. That's why I say.
Okay. Anyway,
Canarsie.
around 11:14 a.m. when three masked gunmen burst in. The man took $400,000 worth of jewelry from Whitehead, his wife, and possibly churchgoers, according to the police. So Whitehead, he was dressed in a maroon suit. Picture this. Whitehead
Not a maroon
in a
suit.
maroon suit.
Maroon.
With the gold trim collar. Hold on, get the picture in your head. Gold trim collar and sleeve cuffs.
I'm thinking, imagining.
Wearing a long gold chain and large ring on each finger at the time. This is a pimp, y'all.
By the way, JD is chiming in on his way. He's en route to the station, and he said, "City said it exactly right."
He did.
En route.
Canarsie. Okay.
En route. En route.
Diction lessons, Lord.
Appreciate it, JD. Appreciate it.
You know, JD spent a lot of time in New York, so we will defer to him for sure.
But yeah, even CNN reported this earlier, but they were reporting that the robbers took $1 million worth of jewelry. So I don't know where the discrepancy is in the amount.
Wait, so we talking 400,000 or a million?
Yeah,
That's a big gap.
CNN definitely reported $1 million earlier. So.
Of course, by the time you actually report it, I mean, if you rob me for $400,000 worth of jewelry, it's gonna be $1 million by the time I actually
according to the insurance
file that insurance report.
Right.
that claim, baby. Okay.
In other New York news, we do have another story coming out of New York today about a New York correction officer, Dion Middleton. He's been charged with the manslaughter and criminal possession of a gun after killing a teenager that was playing with a water gun. So, according to the New York Daily News, Raymond Chalusant, man, listen, I'm messing this up. Sorry. And rest in peace to Raymond Chalusant, if this is not how you say your name. He was 18. He was having a water gun fight on a 90-degree day, and he was found dead on July 21st with a water gun filled with soft beads that expand in water. Okay, picture that. A water gun with soft beads that expand in water. So Middleton was walking to his girlfriend's house and admitted to police, this is the corrections officer, that he didn't see the firearm. He said that I didn't see the firearm. I did not hear a firearm. And obviously, I wasn't shot because I would be bleeding. I did not see a firearm at all. So
whose recount is this?
This is the corrections officer's recount. So reportedly, Chalusant, he shot the correction officer with, it's called Orbeez.
Okay, so he shot him.
Yeah, he shot him with the water gun. And allegedly, the response to the pain is what caused Middleton to fire back at the Bronx native teen, hitting him in the jaw and fatally wounding him.
He shot him in the face.
Shot him in the face. So it has been confirmed that the correction officer wasn't hit by shards of glass, but rather water. And after the Bronx teen was shot, an unidentified friend from Yonkers drove him toward the hospital before someone decided to call 911. And it says that Jarada Eskelin, his sister, described that her brother was shot in the chin and later died at the hospital from his injury. So it says that the publication reported that Middleton did not report the shooting. He instead fled the scene and later went to work.
And went home. He went to work.
And was arrested at his job. Yeah. Yeah.
So was he off duty at the time of the
At
shooting?
the time of the shooting, he was just walking his girlfriend home.
Okay.
Yeah, in other crooked cop news, though, We got another story out of Texas. A Texas man is now free after spending almost 6 years behind bars based on the untruthful testimony of a crooked cop. The then respected officer lied when he said that the homeless man owned a cell phone connected to an important drug bust, an assertion that led the man to being convicted on drug charges and sentenced to almost 3 decades in prison. So on Friday, July 22nd, Frederick Jeffrey walked out of prison as a free man. After the previous day, an investigation determined that the disgraced ex-Houston police officer Gerald Goins fabricated a story that placed Jeffrey, then a homeless black man with a lengthy drug addiction history, in the middle of a case he was working on. Yeah, just throw this man in your case. The officer used a broken phone that he found in the house that he busted as evidence to further connect the man to the crime. But he said that Jeffrey owned it, but his mother continued to say that he didn't have a gun. He was homeless. He couldn't afford a piece of bubble gum. So
a gun or a phone?
He didn't have a gun. I mean, he didn't have a phone. I'm sorry. Yeah, he didn't have a phone because he was homeless and he couldn't afford a piece of bubble gum.
Right.
So
He didn't even have an Obama phone.
no. So she said. So according to
No
the
free.
article, because of the officer's dishonesty,
Not a track phone in sight.
and the faulty evidence, right, Jeffrey was arrested and convicted in 2018 for possessing
Burn a phone.
5 grams of methamphetamine. And despite the small amount, the judge sentenced him to 25 years in prison because of his prior convictions. So
And
yes,
that was
he
false
free.
too.
No.
Well, the
yeah,
prior convictions
yeah,
were false.
having the drugs on him, the drug possession was a false crime.
So it's 2 different people though, right?
No, it's
was-
one person
And a crooked cop.
and a crooked cop. Yeah, saying that he was a part of a drug investigation when he really wasn't.
Hey, know what's crazy? These cops are out of control.
We just had this conversation talking about
Out of
12
control.
or what else do you call them?
5-0
5-0. The
Pig-
pigs.
Boys in blue.
Child.
Man, listen, that's terrible. How can you as a cop just get somebody in jail? Like it's not you really suspecting it. Come on, dude. You just
Right.
you doing all this
He
manipulation.
actually
Right.
planted evidence. And
Yeah.
lied.
But I want to know. So I want to know if you guys saw the fight between the police officer and the young man at the subway station.
I
I mean, they
seen
went
which one.
toe to toe.
You know what? They
My
went toe to
hat's
toe
off.
and they got up and walked away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Toe
and
to
the
toe.
police helped them, or either was it one of them?
Well, it was a black cop, and so initially there was a couple fighting at the subway station, girl and a guy, and I guess 2 cops kind of walked up on them. One female, that's that word again. One lady cop, and then a guy cop, and so they were trying to break it up, and somehow or another, the male cop started fighting with the guy who was involved, and they went toe to toe. I mean, shouts out to this black brother because not one time did he pull his gun out. He didn't take out the taser. I mean, he literally, and you know, the black guy was.
You got to find that video for me, Bree.
I
But
gotta
here's
show
the
you this
thing. I'm
video.
glad the other
I
guy
wanna
didn't
see
reach for his gun.
You know, I was
He
waiting.
probably
I
have
was
it.
kind of waiting for
Did
that.
Did he have a gun?
No, he had everything. He was armed.
he was-
The other
He
guy
was on
armed
duty.
too.
He was
He was
armed
the
and
cop.
on. The cop was
Yeah, I'm
armed and
talking
on
about
duty.
the other guy.
Oh no,
Yes,
EB is
the-
saying
the
she's
civilian.
surprised the civilian didn't reach for the cop.
cops
I was
gun.
waiting for that. I was actually looking, but no, they were fighting, going toe to toe.
Yeah, that's it. I guess you could say, you know, it's like an old school butt whipping. You know what I'm saying? Just an old school butt whipping. You get up, fight another day.
Well, just looking at the comments, you know how we always love to go to the comments. A lot of people were saying, you know, hats off to this brother and the cop. They're talking about the cop for, you know, busting his ass. Because sometimes that's what these young men
Yeah,
need.
take a little effort
Yeah.
and putting on you, boy.
You know, because he
Put it on
did.
you.
He did, baby. I'm talking about the young man was bleeding. Okay, I couldn't tell if
Yeah.
it was coming from his eye or his nose, but the face was bloody. It was okay. It was red.
Sometimes people that need to see
He
that
was
just need a
leaking.
sometimes people that need a good little butt whipping.
And-
you ain't
and
gotta shoot 'em.
did.
And
And
you
he
ain't gotta
got it.
shoot them. And just like we see some of these cops really out here in the neighborhoods dunking on people, playing
Right.
basketball, really hooping in the whole uniform, really hooping on these boys, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be good to see that stuff. We
I
don't
can
see it a lot
appreciate
of
it.
But it'd be good to see that stuff. And I think more cops they be more relatable when they can be out there and converse with people and kids, and they can actually, you know, speak to them about things that they can relate to. And it's one of them things I commend them on, man. It ain't enough of them like that. They ain't gonna be the first. The ones that can relate to people who actually from certain types of neighborhoods, they're not gonna be the first ones to pull their gun out.
Absolutely.
You know they gonna walk up and be like, oh, let me go get auntie such and such.
Well,
on you,
the
boy.
degree of fear is not the same.
Exactly. It's just not.
And so you see a lot of these cops pulling and disarming their weapons or discharging their weapons because of fear. They're literally scared. They aren't properly trained, and they let fear take the best or get the best of them. So
I'm gonna keep it a book though. I remember being in the 90s in Atlanta, and we had a couple of cops from Atlanta that were known. And Bree, you might remember RoboCop. It was a police in Atlanta.
I do, yeah.
And you had a couple of different cops. And it was a couple of cops from Atlanta. It was a couple of them, they were white. And guess what they would do? They won't try to shoot you. They got the baton. I done seen where RoboCop threw a baton and clipped the dude up. I done seen where cops threw keys and hit dudes with the keys. But they doing all that and running them down, jumping gates, running them down, and they not shooting at these guys. Like,
which is the
Atlanta.
whole purpose behind training, going to the academy.
Yeah, they running them down. They had back in the day, they had the black baton that had the L shape with the tip sticking out. You remember that?
I remember that.
Remember the baton? I remember RoboCop. We was in Harris Homes, and he threw the baton and clipped the dude with the baton. A boy selling dope. It was just so crazy thinking about that, because that's why I ain't gonna lie. I have a lot of different type of respect for Atlanta cops. Atlanta cops not like all these other cops. For some reason, it's just you safer with cops in Atlanta. Period. Point blank. Anywhere outside Atlanta is a different story.
I agree. I mean, that's because most of the cops that you see, and not to say that this may not be true for other areas, but I mean, my daughter's best friend is a cop. You know, so a lot of these people are people from the neighborhood. They're people from the hood. They can identify with our plight. They can identify with the struggle. And so they do make better cops because they can actually identify with what's going on. They're not too far removed. And so I think a lot of the problem is when you have these people, you know, who come from other places and they don't know what's going on. They can't identify with that demographic, and they are untrained, thrown into, you know, the line of duty, not ready. That's when you really have these issues that we've been seeing a lot of, especially in the past 2 years.
Okay. That's a valid 100% point, great point, and she's right. So Bree, I want to say this. Let's go back to this preacher, because we got to chime in about this preacher.
Lord.
First of all, do we have a picture of the maroon suit?
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna pull this back up because yes, the answer is yes.
Send it to us real quick. Send
Send it to the group chat.
Just forward it over real quick. Forward it over. Please forward it over. This is. Let me tell y'all something about this preacher. So. This goes back
ducking on the ground, y'all of this stuff. I'm sorry.
This
y'all.
goes back. This goes. Man, I'm looking at this preacher. They got a blurry picture. The picture look like it was took in the 80s. So,
this the live
well, he
stream.
dressed like the 80s.
It's the live stream.
This is what we're gonna say. This preacher doing all this. I spoke to Deuce about this morning. So you got a preacher with all this jewelry on doing all this stuff. You're a direct representation of your people and your kind and what you desire to look like. So now you doing this, you think somebody in the streets walking around with all this stuff on without no protection? So you got Nick Cannon on TV, right? Filming his show. He be having his jewelry on.
Right.
This dude got 4 bodyguards in there. I don't know if y'all noticed, if y'all look at Wild 'N Out, he got 4 big black dudes.
Yeah.
All of them big. And he called him his I can't think of what he called him, but he be having them up on stage now.
Chain
Now
gang.
the chain gang. That's what he called the chain gang. He had them up on stage now, and it's crazy because he gonna blow these guys up. These guys are going to blow up. It's just how life works. But Nick Cannon letting you know these guys do not play. And at the end of the day, he making $5 million a year. The dude needs security.
Absolutely.
He making $5 million a year. He do $70,000 an episode. This dude need his security, especially even if he wears jury, but he's one of the guys. Somebody gonna think he's soft and they gonna try him.
But here's the
That
thing.
rapper, I mean, that's
If you want to show off all your
But
stuff,
as a pastor,
even at a church, you wouldn't think that this pastor would be doing that.
First
But
of all, he had a ring on every finger.
that's what you get when you take a dude out the hood and you tell
Put
him
him in the
about God.
pulpit.
When you tell him about God, and he start believing that he's a deliverer
was
for
Joe.
God.
But
That's what
here's the
he
thing.
believes he's
I don't.
a deliverer for the information that God is passing down.
So is
And
he
feel
protected therefore?
Yeah, but he want to be.
He thought his live
He
stream
want to be
protected him.
fresh doing it. He want to be with his jewelry and all that on while he's doing it.
No, look at the picture before you say
But
that.
here's the thing: if history hasn't
see
taught
it.
us anything, it should have taught us that being on live does not save you. Will
It
not
sure
save
don't.
you.
It sure
Okay.
don't. Home invasions on live.
There have been so many killings on live streams. So
Yeah, remember the dude was sitting on the sofa? This dude was sitting on the sofa and he was rapping a song, and then dude came in the house and blasting him. He was trying to go to the bedroom. It was crazy.
remember the guy who was sitting in the car?
Oh yeah, he was one of the guys who had something to do with
Was it Nipsey?
Nipsey. Yep.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys that allegedly was one of the guys that did that, and he was trying to tell the other dude where he was located at, and you could see him talking and choking on his own blood.
Yeah.
They hit him. That was a real. I wondered did they catch? the
Wasn't
dude
he
that
at the
did it?
park? I mean, he was.
He was parked like on the side of the street or something,
I think he was
sitting
parked
in
at
the
the
car.
park. Yeah.
talking to the other dude who supposedly had something to do with it, and the other dude like, "Where you at?
Yeah.
Where you at?" And it was crazy, but you know what I'm saying, like. And they showed, I seen this Instagram and looked at all the stuff that they was doing, and you know what I'm saying, they was supposed to have been, in a gang and doing all this stuff, but you don't never know what's your time, man. And if you sitting around, if you live by that sword, boy, trying to tell you, boy, you die by that sword, it's a big chance you will.
Is this man underneath the table?
This man
He
underneath
died
the
on the
table.
floor,
This man's
look
under the
like-
table. It says the bandits took over $400,000 worth of jewelry from Bishop Lamore Whitehead, his wife, and possibly churchgoers. Can you imagine being in service
And he gotta go.
on
he
this
gotta-
good day?
And he gotta go. He sit his Bible on a gold stand with
it is a
3
gold
pillars holding it up. It's gold.
You know, the Trinity, the Triad.
Hey man, listen man. I
Baby.
wouldn't be.
Crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You know what? I probably can find some satisfaction in that because it's other pastors out here. They gonna play it, and they not even gonna look like that, but they want jets and they want all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want jets, and remember Creflo Dollar wanted a jet, and he wanted everybody. to
And
get him
now
a
he's
jet.
been
Yeah,
retracting
that
all of
part.
his sermons about tithing.
We used to call him the prosperity preacher.
Yeah, but
I mean, with a name like Creflo Dollar.
Right.
yeah. I went to his house. He got CD on the gate.
What he say?
CD cash off Cascade.
Oh, he do.
Yeah, right out Cascade inside 285.
Okay.
Telling where the man stayed. He over there.
right, we
He
gonna be
stayed
over there.
across the street from Anita Baker.
Child.
That was in the same cul-de-sac. She had a lot of cats in the house. But look,
Why you know what's
Did
in
he
the
just
house?
really?
yeah,
Why
because
you
she had a
know
lot
what's
of
in a-
glass. It was. I seen. I was at her
So
house.
you was just looking.
Anita
inside her
Baker
house.
is not the cat lady.
See the cat. I swear.
I
to
know
God,
you
cats.
lying.
There was a lot of cats.
I know you
swear to
lying.
God, Cats all in the lady house.
sick
man.
of you already.
They in the window, sitting in the window like this. Ain't
We
nothing
gonna
perked up.
play some Anita Baker for y'all later tonight for the
Look,
old school jam of
Hold
the
up, before we
day.
go, look, check this. Creflo Dollar can say that now. He's filthy rich now. People do that. That's
Right.
for some
So now
kind-
he said every tape, every CD, cassette, every sermon where I have preached about tithing. I was doing it all wrong. I was teaching you all wrong. Throw it away. Throw it away so you can buy these new sermons. That was the implication.
Listen.
Throw it all away. So you can buy this
Listen.
new stuff.
I ain't hear that part, but
He was
I heard that he
rebranding.
was talking about the
He's
tithing.
rebranding.
Oh,
so
he
he's-
said that he has been teaching
see.
about tithing incorrectly
Oh.
for all these years.
Well, of course you were. You
And
were just
so
making stuff up.
Is he
He
gonna return the money?
That's what I
Better than
want to know.
preacher.
If
Well,
you've been doing it wrong, will you return the money?
At least
absolutely
part of
not.
it.
Question.
Can we get our reparations on our tithes and offerings?
Baby,
You
I
know-
went to World Changers. Y'all know
remember-
I grew up right on that street.
I remember it was a rumor that people become members of World Changers after
And they
got
ask for your
so big,
taxes.
and they did that, and they wanted 10% of your income. And I heard people was like getting kicked out.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something.
I
This
know
was
at least when
I
I
heard
went
people
there,
was getting kicked
they
out
had
of World
tithes and
Changers.
offers on auto pay.
this was absolutely, but this was my first introduction to a church with ATMs, plural,
Inside.
That's what they and that's
inside
what I
of the
heard.
dome.
That's what I heard.
Inside.
That's what
But
I
I
heard.
lived right there, literally on Burdett. That's where the church is located. And my daughter was very young back then. And so it was very fascinating for her because, you could rarely park in the actual lot. So they had a lot of remote locations to park. And then they would have the white church bus come pick you up from these remote lots. And so my daughter just used to love that part, right? She was really
Yeah.
young, probably 2 or 3 at the time when we first started going. And she really enjoyed it. And so I thought, okay, well, whatever it takes to get her into the mode of enjoying church, that whole thing. So I went, and I can attest to the fact that there were definitely many, many, many ATMs, and Creflo did not play about his tithes and offerings. So
I went to Word of Faith, and when I saw that they had a cash app, I was like,
Not
man,
the
this
cash
is-
app.
They got the cash app. I went.
No.
This was this year. They got the cash app at the Word of Faith, off by Six Flags. They got
All right,
the cash
y'all.
app.
By any means
They got so
necessary.
many. They got Bitcoin. They got Bitcoin. I swear, I promise. I seen the Bitcoin.
Not paying your tithes and
I seen the
cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin payment. And it was another
Not cryptocurrency.
another crypto
offering. How you
payment.
do that?
Man, listen, I swear, look it up. They got crypto
No, sir.
payments
They
in
got-
church.
they got
we can
Sheba.
speak about that. We can speak about that today.
y'all, we got to go
They
to a
got
quick
dog-
music
They gonna have a
break.
dog coin.
They got
We-
Dogecoin.
That's City's personal favorite. City made a lot of money off cryptocurrency, by the way.
Yeah, I did
Y'all know
good
he got
on-
his hands in
I did good
everything.
on Sheba.
But we got to go to a quick music break, y'all. Coming back, we got a couple more news stories. And then we got that Money Mayhem. Y'all know it's Monday. So we got Money Mayhem coming up. And we also have What Men Want Monday. We got a good one for y'all tonight, too. So stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned
It's
in.
the Litty in the City show.
Man.
2, 1.
Yo, we are back.
Welcome back.
We got some more news.
Yeah, we got
more
that
news.
entertainment
Come
news
on,
coming up.
come on with that. Come on with that news. We got Mr. XYZ JD in the building.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You know, I was out in these streets walking it like I talk it. I was getting to the bag. So, you know, I had to make sure the
That
money
was
was
something,
right
man.
before I could get it tight. So I had to do that for myself, and now I'm here to make sure y'all get what y'all
That
need.
was hey man, it don't matter because we held it down when you ain't here, and then you know what I'm saying. We knew you was on the way.
I mean, I
We
heard
put the bat sign in the air, and then you showed up when we put the bat sign
Oh,
in the
okay.
air.
That must have been what came to my window and told me
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this little Uber story with a
Yeah.
trans woman with a one big titty.
The woman
I said, wait a minute. Let me hurry up and get to the studio.
That's
was
the
like,
most horrible version
man.
of telephone. You heard it.
I heard
And
a
you
trans
still got it
woman
messed up.
with one big titty at Waffle House.
That's the Waffle House.
Hey,
Man,
that's an epic story. You hear that?
Bruh.
What you heard? Said, listen.
I heard a trans woman with one big titty at a Waffle House.
That's some juice.
Bruh, that was like premium and gas tank.
That's classic telephone. That is classic telephone. I tell you.
Oh man.
But yo, listen up. If you're a fan of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, like I am, then you know that Kenya Moore, that storyline between Kenya Moore and Marlo is juicing up every week because, you know, Marlo got her peach this season.
Right.
So she has more screen time. Therefore, we get to see a lot more Marlo whining and crying on air every Sunday.
Well,
And
she
I
wants to keep the
enjoy-
peach.
Yeah, so she's bringing the drama,
Right.
bringing the pain. However, I think she's
She know what it
causing
takes.
some drama and pain on her own.
Yeah,
so,
she has to have an antagonist, protagonist with somebody.
Oh yeah, but
Absolutely.
Either way, it's made me more empathetic to the Marlo Hampton story. So she is in the news with the recent home invasion story. I don't know if y'all heard about this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so,
it was a
up in
nephew.
Sandy Springs. Yeah.
Was it a nephew?
So
Oh,
Who that was? And she went in
Can
the
I, tell
house.
can I tell the story? Yeah, she was. So the
She
former
was in
Miss
the house?
the former Miss USA is upset with Marlo. This is Kenya for allegedly withholding information about her home invasion. Marlo was the victim of a home invasion while at her Sandy Springs residence, and she ran into her panic room with her nephews. So they watched they watched terrified on the security system as 4 masked gunmen broke down her door, and Marlo immediately dialed 911. And she believes that her nephew's screams drove the robbers away, and thankfully nobody was hurt. So I guess this other news outlet reported previously that the Real Housewives of Atlanta star, she was pretty shaken up by the experience on July 1st. This happened on July 1st. However, Kenya is not showing her any grace. So Kenya tweeted, happy no one was hurt, but she took the time to withhold information from the cast that could possibly keep us safe, but was happy to release details in the interviews. Now, what I will say before I continue on with this Kenya Moore portion of the story is that Marlo was backed up by a neighbor. I guess you can call her a neighbor. Future's baby mama.
Which one?
which
Oh, my
one?
bad.
Brittany.
So,
Okay. Oh, Brittany was just robbed.
she was just robbed in the same neighborhood.
Right.
So yeah, she came to Marlo's defense as far as not being able to, I guess, divulge that information because they were all told not to divulge the
Or
information, to the details. of it.
better than that, it's my business. I can do what I want to do.
Absolutely.
I gotta tell you my life.
And if I want to save it to get a bag
I'ma
behind
save it to get a
then
bag.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Because your raggedy
Kenya.
behind would have told it first, like you did everything else.
Right.
I couldn't have a storyline.
But now, if those are the same guys who robbed Future's baby mama, they have been caught.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, they caught them.
Yes.
They caught these people. I didn't hear about the panic room situation.
Me neither. That's
I
news
heard
to
about
me.
this with the nephew being there, and they said she wasn't there, and she got a call about it. It was crazy what I heard, and I seen the video with her talking, and I never heard her say on the video that she was in a panic room. This is
It's
I mean,
news to
she
you?
definitely. I watched recently, and in the boys' room, it's like the attic crawl space. I think she probably did something like that because she specifically
it.
called that out in this last episode I saw. She was like, in this crawl space, they had like food in here and da 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 da.
She did. I
Yeah. Oh,
remember.
yeah,
yeah,
You're
but if it's an
right.
attic crawl space, that's not easy
That's not a
accessible
panic
to a
room, though.
panic room.
But no, she probably said panic room.
Yeah.
But yeah.
if she had a panic room and they screened, that was definitely they could see on cameras where the enemy was at. That was dope. The panic rooms are dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, is no gate around these townhomes?
I'm assuming not because several homes got hit in this neighborhood. Several, yeah.
They need an off-duty cop.
Because what they're doing,
Yeah.
they're profiling these high-end homes. So
a lot
Let
of
me
these,
see if
a
there's
lot
a
of these.
gate.
So I do Uber in a lot of these neighborhoods. They got security at the gate.
Yeah.
And you when people come in, they gotta say the residents. They gotta call the residents.
Yeah.
They call the residents and see if they got a visitor coming, stuff like that. Now, if somebody come in and rob those type of neighborhoods, they would probably be less susceptible robbing those type of neighborhoods.
So let me
If
just
they
say,
do
as a
rob those neighborhoods,
realtor,
it had to be an inside job, or it have to be somebody jumping a gate or something like that.
there
you know
are a
what I mean?
lot of
Come on,
high
realtor.
profile neighborhoods
Yeah.
out here
Without gates.
without gates
That's
and
what I was
without
saying.
proper security.
And that's what I was
And
saying.
I'm
like,
talking
come on.
much more expensive real estate than Marlo Hampton's townhouse.
Exactly.
So-
it's crazy.
So
Yeah.
apparently they arrested the guys as they were attempting to do another home invasion. So they were watching.
And they
Wow.
showed one of the guys acting like my car was just broke down. My car was broke down. I seen him on the ground. He was saying that.
Gotcha.
It was
So let
like
me
right
ask
after
y'all
the
this.
Marlo incident.
So there was this guy giving off some really weird vibes who just showed up at Candy's crib
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
on one of the episodes.
Yeah.
On the
one of
show.
episodes,
Man,
like
you know
a
that's
couple
gonna
weeks
lead
ago.
up to something. They already got a plot going with.
So this kind of stuff happens, but no, I mean, these type of things happen
Every day.
every single
For
day.
decades.
And they actually had a security guard. There's a security guard
Right.
in the front of her neighborhood.
Listen,
Candy.
they did the same thing at Ross' crib because somebody jumped the gate a while ago, like
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago, and was
I
on the front
remember that.
step. But then I'm
I
saying, like
remember
just
that.
recently, just a few months ago, somebody ran their truck into that gate, y'all.
Yeah, they said Fayetteville police was on their own buddy though.
Oh, the one who jumped the gate was
Yeah,
on the front.
Ooh, they got
on
him.
the front porch.
Man.
But
Said-
somebody ran into the front gate.
Man, somebody ran
With
into
an
that
RR.
gate. Man, that gate was towed down.
You seen it?
Yeah, because I drove past it several times because they left the vehicle there. And then they had a police vehicle parked next to it to keep people from going into that section, through that section. Because now that section was vulnerable. It was
Yeah.
breached.
Yeah.
I mean, if you gotta lock your front
Hold
door,
on,
you
EB,
gotta assume.
why you over there?
Because I live over there.
Right. So yeah, that's
EB.
If you said, if
Ross
I'm
is-
in the gate, I'm going in.
Ross crib right down the
down
street
that
from
way.
Creflo. Right down the street from Creflo.
You stay in the same place, right?
I'm in between Rick Ross' crib and Creflo Dollar Church.
That's it. That's it. Did y'all hear Gilly the Kid? I guess his name's Gilly the
Yeah.
King
With
now.
Rick Ross. Yeah.
Talking about Rick Ross's house.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He said,
Gilly's
I'm not
hilarious.
trying to take anything away from you. The crib is immaculate. But let's face it, he lived in the most ghettoest place
Yeah,
on the most ghettoest street
In Atlanta.
in Atlanta.
Yeah, that was funny.
On that.
That was funny.
Let's just be real.
As you can tell, he comes to Atlanta a lot.
You
'cause
don't
he,
live on Old Man now.
it
Well,
is
they
on
call it
national.
another
It's
name.
not on now.
but
It's
they
Amanda
just
Hill.
changed-
It's
it's the
Holyfield
same
Highway.
street,
They
though.
changed the name.
It's just
It's
the
Old
same
It's
National.
It's old. It's Fayetteville, so it's not Old Nat no
It's
more.
old
Yeah,
national.
but-
Here's
yeah,
the
but
thing.
y'all know it's
We-
on that.
it's
That's
on
Stewart
that.
Avenue, still Stewart Avenue.
It's the
I
same
was just
street.
about to
Bankhead
say,
still Bankhead.
University
You
is
switch
still
counties.
Pryor Road.
You switch
It's
counties, you switch names. That's how they do it here.
Bankhead, I would never refer to Bankhead as Holloway.
It ain't Hollywood.
That- absolutely
Bankhead.
not. It's
That's how they
Bankhead.
trick all these new folks. The move over there. I picked up a white dude on Bankhead the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
on God.
Oh,
Listen.
yeah.
He said, man, I gotta get up
out
out
of here.
of here. I'm from this neighborhood. I grew up over here. I said, man, I know a lot of people. I knew people that stay in that house right there, that house, man. That's what's up. I said, I got to hear, how did you get to move in this neighborhood? I asked him that. He said, you know what? The guys I stay with, we were roommates, and we were going to school, and we were roommates, and they had a room open, and I moved in. He said, I actually think I'm the only white guy here. I said, dude,
Listen, I'll put my
when I
neck
responded
bag on that one, bro.
when I
I'll put
responded,
my
I
neck
said,
bag on it, bro.
I said, dude, you are the only white dude that's still here that's not a crackhead.
Yeah. But
You
you know,
got to be.
crackhead.
I said it to him, and I said,
Or a meth head.
I said,
Right.
I said the neighborhood kind of changing. I said some of the original people still here, and I said this area actually used to be all white years ago in the 60s, 70s.
Come on,
And-
social studies
and
king.
then, yeah, and
Y'all
that's what
know
I'm
it.
saying to him. And then he was like, "Yeah, I've heard," and I was like, "Yeah." I said, "But he said, yeah, man, but I haven't had any problems.
And he
you know,
won't.
I Uber and you know everything is fine." This dude stayed. You know where West Fulton was at?
Yes.
If you go on the side street where the library at with West Fulton and drive straight, keep going, he stay down that way.
Yeah, he said that way.
Listen, this dude between Baker Road, North Avenue, he between North Avenue and Bankhead, where West Fulton at. I'm like, man, I got people stay over here. This is, but you know.
So here's the thing. Again, as a realtor, what we do, we refer to that as the West Side. And see, people always associate the Beltline now
And the
with
Quarry Park.
exactly.
The park is really gonna change the game. They
That's
already call
it.
it Quarry Yards.
Absolutely.
They
West End.
associate West Side with the best belt line.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
the
because
Beltline
it
goes
it
over
goes.
there.
Do you know how far
West End.
the belt line extended past where the apartments at by the Falcon Stadium, right?
Yeah.
And they got a bridge going across. And there used to be a train, and now the
Yeah.
bridge going across. Now it's cutting right through the apartments where my old
And it goes,
Airbnb was
through,
at.
it goes through Mechanicsville now too.
Yeah.
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 And it's cutting through. Yeah,
It has literally changed the game.
Yeah.
It has changed single-handedly. The Beltline has
Changed the
changed
game.
the real estate tapestry in Atlanta.
Because it's the same folks that did the High Line in New York. I don't know if you've ever been to the High Line.
Absolutely.
The High Line is a
Haven't
belt
been.
line
Haven't
above the
been,
ground,
but
though.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So imagine
That's
a belt
dope.
line, the entire thing above the ground. It's
I wonder if what's that trail on in Cobb County?
Silver
Comet
yeah,
Trail.
yeah.
I wonder did that change the game in real estate back in the day? Did
It
that
did.
like when they created that? Did it
did.
like create so many people coming? People are
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
still
yeah.
using that, but
Yeah.
did it change?
It did.
The culture with with
Real
people,
estate and all
real
that.
estate and,
Yep.
and bringing up prices of real estate in the
I'm
area.
sure it
You
did.
know what I'm saying?
Anytime you have any type of major landmark or major attraction, anything that's going to be a draw for
Yeah.
people is going
Yeah.
to be a game changer.
I-
The
I
same
tell
thing
you,
is
I know.
going on right now in Hateville, College
about to say
Park,
that, yeah.
East Point,
Mm-hmm.
with this Aerotropolis.
It's crazy because that stuff over there been on a rise since the end of the 80s.
I was about to say,
when
exactly.
I remember when Delta
Took over.
took over a lot of stuff and they bought
Yep.
people's property
Yep.
in Pool Creek. Pool
Yeah.
Creek got
Absolutely.
bought out by
Yep.
the airlines.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
totally bought out. My grandmama and my great grandma had a house over there. They both sold around the same
Yep.
time to Delta, and they had enough money to just go cash out on their new homes.
When
And
me
then
my mom-
here
Go
came
ahead.
Porsche. When Porsche came to Hateville, the same thing. They started buying up a lot of properties also to be able to house a lot
Yeah,
of their employees
exactly.
who were coming here to start
Yeah,
the
they got the
Porsche
hotel.
experience.
And
they
so-
did corporate leases too. My
They
homie
sure
told
did.
me
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They did corporate leases with
Yeah.
Porsche, and they had people coming in.
I
Moving
had
out.
some too.
Man, dope. That's what's up, man. But I just know that when they took over that area over there, it was crazy how I didn't understand when I was younger, but you know what I mean? I just know that that property over there probably just shot up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just went crazy. But yeah, we gone. What we need? We going to the break?
We got to take a quick break because
Gotta take a quick
we
break.
got to get to this money mayhem.
Hey.
Y'all,
Break
but
time.
we got this one more story about Boosie Badass before we go. I just want to let y'all know he back in the news on Instagram.
Come on with
Matter
it.
of
Come
fact,
on with it.
matter of fact,
Come on with that
he
before we go to
back
break.
on Instagram because his last 3 pages were deleted. So
They gave him his
created-
Instagram back?
No, he created a new one.
Oh God.
So yeah, on Sunday he hopped on Instagram live on his new account to address the negative feedback about his parenting skills. So this dude is ignorant, I'm telling you. So he said that he defended his stance on smoking weed in front of his son, Tootie Raw, and compared it to people who smoke cigarettes, Black and Milds, and spray hairspray around their kids. And he even shared an example of the last time he did it. So yeah,
I'm sleep on
y'all-
Boosie. I'm sleep
y'all-
on him. Good night.
It's wait, his kid's name is Tootie Raw.
Good night, Boosie.
But remember back in 2017, he was in the news too when he made the Instagram post dedicated to his son's 14th birthday, and in the caption it read, "He has that money bag for you, and a bad B to give you some head."
Boosie
For-
gets
for a
none of my
14-year-old.
attention.
Tootie Raw, the
Tootie Raw.
same one that they said the girl
Had
tried
the
to
baby.
baby by and they lied. on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
it was-
Tootie Raw has grown up now.
I guess so.
Yeah, he's just probably about 17, 18.
Yeah, at this point.
Okay.
What was that? No, he about 20.
Tootie Raw about
Tootie
17,
Raw.
18.
Oh, this must be a different son then.
Yeah, he ain't that old.
So yeah, but yeah, that's all we got for Boosie. He back on Instagram. So if y'all see that he done got kicked off again, that's because he got a 4th page.
I just want to know that he go to jail for what happened last week.
No, he was out there cussing at the Fairburn police. You know he out. Nigga, he making Instagram videos.
But did he go to jail that night? At
Probably.
one time.
Probably.
Say no more. We going to a break. We'll see y'all after the break.
With that
what we
money
got coming up, man?
mayhem.
Money mayhem. Monday.
Hey.
Money.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Money. All of them ain't start out their full-time job.
2, 1.
Hey, we are back, and y'all know what
We
time it
back.
is. JD, tell them what time it is, man.
Well, y'all already know it's the lifestyle connoisseur XYZ JD, and it's my favorite day of the week. It is Money Mayhem Mondays. Let's give it up for that. Yeah. And you know, we got some special stuff in the works for Money Mayhem Mondays. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We're about to roll out a 3-part series coming soon, so make sure you tap in. You do not want to miss that, because the fall time is the right time to start stacking your money away. So when the springtime come, you can sprung forward. You feel me? But today, you got to sprung forward. Today, though, we're going to keep it really, really in the now. And we're going to talk about, real quickly, I just want to tap on how to weather any financial storm. And this is real, y'all, because this is a topic that if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know that we do IG Lives. This is a topic, subject matter I did on IG Live last year around the same time, and it's still potent and relevant right now. So we're going to get into it. How to weather any financial storm. The number one and the only way to weather any financial storm is to become the leader of your own life. And so being the leader of your own life, leadership is visual. There's no such thing as a leader that you cannot see. The greatest statement you can ever make in your life is, follow me. Is your life and your finances saying, follow me? Or are your life and your finances following after something else that you cannot see? Take out a pen and paper. Here goes 6 rules for successful leaders. That's right. You must become the leader of your life in order to maximize your bag. Rule number 1, control your destiny, or someone else will. Rule number 2, you got to face reality as it is, not as it was. Rule number 3, be candid with everyone, especially yourself. Rule number 4, you don't manage your money, you don't manage your household, you don't manage anything, you lead. Rule number 5, this is the real important one. You better change when you want to before you have to. Rule number 6 is the final rule. If you don't have a competitive edge, then don't compete. Those are the 6 most potent rules for successful leadership of your life that I can give you. And this is a bonus right here. 3 more things. Just write this down as your daily affirmations from the Money Mayhem community. Number 1, wisdom is knowing what to do next. Number 2, skill is knowing how to do it. And number 3, virtue is just mother in doing it. There you have it, folks. It's Money Mayhem Monday. I just told you how to weather any financial storm, so you're equipped, but you got to do the work. That's it.
We appreciate that, Jim, JD.
Drops the mic.
Man. You know, I love that. I love talking about finances and money because, you know, we just don't talk about it in a very layman, plain way in our community. And I think that's important.
Oh, but we gonna do it.
We're going to do it. And you're going to look good doing it, too.
Every Monday,
Monday.
you can count on XYZ
JD.
JD, the lifestyle connoisseur, bringing you all the Money Mayhem
Hey.
tips.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
Facts,
Come
man.
on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, y'all give it up for JD.
I love it.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Well, we are gonna take another quick break.
We got to get
very
to the
quick
Litty
break.
Pick. Litty Pick.
Oh, we got the Litty Pig coming
Yeah,
up.
Litty Pick of the day right now, man. Let's go. What we got? Let's
Yes.
go. We got that little dirt coming up, man. Come on.
Let's get into it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Man.
Welcome back, man. What time is it? We're a little bit behind schedule with it.
No,
Just a
we
few
on
minutes.
time. We on time when we on time.
Okay, we on our time.
We always on time, baby.
We
on
done
our
Litty
time.
in the city.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, talk your talk then.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Well, Bree, what time is it?
It's the 8 o'clock hour, so y'all already know it is time for What Men Want Monday.
Okay.
Yes,
that with
yes, and
enthusiasm.
yes. I know.
You got a good one today?
I got a good one today.
Good one today.
We need a song, an intro song for that.
I'm excited about this one, baby. You know, and this one is one that
Why you looking goofy?
I like what men want Mondays.
Oh, 'cause you like to talk about it. You like to talk
It
about it.
actually be about something
Some
that
substance,
that
yeah.
actually is
Yeah.
helping us
Yeah.
or is promoting
Therapeutic.
something good for us.
Yeah.
This is therapy.
like that Galt 3000. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what I need to buy that.
This is gonna either be a short tutorial class or a therapy session by the end of the time we get.
But we're going to always make sure that the guys get something out of this segment, that you leave here with something. Ladies, too. We wanted
think
to
we
make
need to go
sure
live.
Yeah.
we can go live.
I think we need to go
can
live.
live.
I think we need to go live. I'm going live. We going live. Let us load up this live, man. We got to go live. This is what one of my favorite parts.
I'm so
Yeah.
Of the
happy.
day.
That brings
It's
me
amazing.
such
Yeah,
joy.
definitely.
I'm going live. Y'all can join mine. Y'all want to. I'm back on live. You know, I ain't in jail no more. I don't think I'm in jail no more.
They took you out of IG jail.
They said something about one of my comments. Okay, they blocked me again. Said something about one of my comments.
Wow.
Wow.
Because you know you have
Yeah,
to be
you gotta
careful
go
on
live. Somebody
IG.
gotta
Oh,
go
you in
live.
somebody else's comments.
Somebody
on
will
their
go
page.
live.
Like you can't
Lord
say
have mercy.
SEX. You're supposed to say like SEGS. I noticed
really?
there are people saying like SEGGS. And then you're not supposed to say like killed. Like
Oh,
so
yeah.
I saw somebody put KILT.
Nah.
Okay, so no, I use that.
I'm live on the Litty In The
So
City.
let me tell you how to
I'm
get
on Litty In
around
The City
those
live.
words.
Join me, y'all.
Let me tell you how to
Join
get
me.
around those words. You put spaces in between each letter.
Okay.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, it's like the algorithm find it. It don't even be a
Yeah.
person
Yo, I
find
put-
it.
I
Don't
put-
nobody even gotta report you.
I
It
put
finds it.
idiot in a comment before,
And it was
and that
harassment.
thing said I got a warning.
Yeah.
I was like, well, dang, all
Nico,
I said
what's
You
was
were
up, bud?
bullying somebody.
yeah, but I was at the time. I was.
What's up, Nico? What's
The
up,
rest
man?
of the comment was horrible. I said, that's
Wow.
all y'all saw was idiot.
Right.
That's because I was putting spaces
Y'all come
between
on
my
in. So we
words.
got what men want Mondays,
Yeah.
and we got a good topic. I'm gonna let Bree share with y'all. Go ahead and load up, y'all. I'll add it. Join in. I'm on the Litty In The City one.
It's a good one. So tonight we are going to be talking about women putting their hands on men. Okay.
You mean like in like the bedroom? Like
I wish.
okay.
I wish.
Oh wow.
We can talk about that too, since
Right.
it's still a part of putting their hands on me.
I mean that's what I
So we talk about the good part.
We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to start.
Yeah,
Right, right.
What we want and what we don't want.
City like, okay, are we going to talk about the what men really want? Because I am known for choking a brother out.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey.
But never in a bad way. Okay.
That goes something about JD.
Never in a bad way.
JD joined in.
I'm on this live.
I'm not on live yet, y'all. But yeah, this is what we're going to talk about tonight. Ladies,
Okay.
I want to make
EB,
sure y'all are
turn it
tuned in.
down. Let me get one.
Let's get it together. We're getting it together
We're
over
getting
here.
it together.
Just making sure that my ladies have your pen and your paper out, taking notes, all right? Even if you take a mental note, make sure you take a note tonight because this is something that has to be talked about.
It does for real.
All right. I've seen a lot of this going on. I've seen a lot of stories circulating around social media. Okay. We got to stop putting our hands on these fellas. You know, and I think there's a difference between one or two taps, right? I
Wait,
think
wait,
a
wait,
woman can
Wait,
maybe.
Wait. So we're talking about physical violence.
We're talking about physical violence. I didn't want to put it that way
What-
because I don't know that people necessarily look at it like that because I'm not talking about abuse in the sense of like, you know,
Yeah, I mean, then we saw a clip. We have an example.
this is what we're talking about.
Okay.
This clip,
Come on in, Bree.
there is a clip that is circulating on social media And this girl is going ham. I mean, punch after punch after punch after punch. And I was standing there waiting for the moment that Buddy would just snap and hit her back. And he did and did. Okay. And it's a situation where I don't feel like I can really blame him. Right. So, ladies, we have to be careful when it comes to women are such emotional creatures, such emotional beings. Right. And so a lot of times when we get emotional, when we get upset, when something happens, we can get a little physical.
Man.
All right. And so typically, because most women don't really compare in size to men. I think women sometimes feel like it's okay for them to put their hands,
and it's not. Keep
on
your
a
hands to
man.
yourself, unless you want unless you want to battle. You keep your hands to yourself, because you don't know how someone could be triggered.
Mm-hmm.
They can
Wanna
have
fight.
reflex. They may not want to, but in this example, she going ham. I mean,
She went
going
ham.
I gotta see it.
You ain't seen it. Oh, here we
Show
go.
it to me.
Hold on, you gotta hit the volume.
Yeah, you definitely got to see it. She went overboard,
Show
and so that's why I was
Show our
saying
viewers.
there
Show
is
our
a
viewers.
difference between a few taps, right? I think that a woman can get away with a couple of taps, and it should not warrant physical violence or a physical response
For
from a
sure.
guy.
For
okay,
sure. Yeah.
So a couple of taps, pop, pop.
I mean, I would give him the MVP a couple of
What's a
taps.
tap?
He took a lot of taps.
That's them
I don't know
cat
about
hits.
that.
Yeah, you know, little Yeah, just a couple of those. Maybe
little
open
slap.
hand, open handed.
I mean,
hand slap. Okay.
don't put your hands on me. Period.
Right, I'm
I don't-
just saying,
I ain't-
not at
for me,
all.
it's a no. Don't put your hands on me, because I literally could reflex.
So let's talk about it. This is the reason why we're talking about it, because I, for one, think that if a woman open hand hits a guy, okay,
He deserved it. She said he deserved it.
I'm not saying whether he deserved it or not. What I'm saying is it does not warrant a man retaliating in physical violence.
It looked like he did the one hit a quitter at the
He
end
did.
of it.
He
though.
He
did.
did. All it took was one, and that's the thing.
I mean, she deserved that though.
But you got to
All
listen to
it's-
what he said and what she was saying too, because it's her homegirl filming
The
it,
audio is.
and so he's like saying stop, 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 and then when he hit her, the homegirl was like, "You hit her," and he was like, "Are you really gonna stand there?"
If I had to count, though, she probably hit him 20 times,
I mean, she was welling on him.
and we're talking punches.
And he just
Dead in his
stood there.
face.
Punches and slaps.
He stood there.
Dead in his
And
face.
Yeah, she closed the fist at the
Both
end.
hands.
And he came.
I
He
would've-
caught her with that
He
haymaker
was very,
though.
very patient.
It looked like he put her to sleep.
He tried to just
Yeah, he should have put her
escalate
down.
that.
He should have
but,
put her down sooner than that.
I want to play it some more.
So look, we know where EB stands. EB
is like, no.
is
I don't like
like,
violence. I don't like this. Mm-mm.
I don't like violence and romance. Period.
EB, so you
Exactly.
don't
I
like
like
what
this.
about it? Anything of it, right?
I don't like none of this.
So do you think a man should hit a woman after he getting hit for so long?
I mean, this right here is
I
excessive. He
think
should've been did
that it was warranted. I think
Yeah.
that his
Yeah.
reaction
Yeah.
was warranted
Definitely.
in this particular video that we're talking about. And let me just read this passage from Madame Noir.
That was excessive.
All right.
God.
It says, as Americans, we are raised in a society that condemns violence against women at the hands of men. We teach our sons to never strike little girls and lecture our daughters about staying away from any man who even thinks it's okay to raise his hand to her face. Men who abuse women are frowned upon and deemed weak and cowardly. And they're the first and most times only ones jailed in cases of domestic disputes gone awry. No hesitation.
Yup.
But what about women? Okay. You know, the women who find comfort in bullying men, because they do exist. They are out there.
yeah.
Okay. They're the ones who enjoy slapping around their partners,
Don't come over here
jumping
with
in
that.
their faces,
Don't do
resorting
that
to belligerent behavior as a way to resolve conflict. So are abusive females who pummel on their men just as spineless as men who use the face of their partner as punching bags? Let's talk about
Absolutely.
They
it.
got daddy issues.
Absolutely.
Daddy issues.
You think it's
Girl, they
daddy
need to be-
issues?
They need to be put in a padded room.
They have daddy issues, and they are looking to, it's something in their upbringing that the only way they could get attention was to act out, or they saw their daddy doing that. But basically it's a call for attention, and it's like, I don't know how to manage my emotion.
I don't know how
and
to
the only thing
communicate.
I know to do to like get some attention is to do this, even if it means I may end up on the other end of it as well.
Emotional immaturity.
So for
Emotional immaturity,
yeah,
absolutely.
because like, why would you want to do that to somebody that you care about? I mean, I'm talking about her specifically. Like, the way she went
Absolutely.
in, like,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's
He
like-
was right. He was right to put her
So
down.
here's the thing.
all that.
I'm thinking that most people, most women especially, who behave like that and are with men in relationships, I think those men are accustomed to that. I think they're used to it,
I
right?
To being
Yes.
abused.
Yeah, I think that was my original thought about it. Like, do all men at some level attract or look for or like some level of toxicity in
Absolutely.
their relationship? And I think
All
this
men,
is,
you said, or
yeah,
some men?
Do some men for sure.
I think
Most men.
I would
You
say
think
most,
so?
if not all.
Yeah, most men.
It's just a degree. It's degree of it.
Toxicity
Break it down, City.
brings in a
Passion.
level of that
Ooh.
too, and it's the toxicity that might bring the best sex,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
it's the toxicity.
I know for a
that-
woman that's absolutely correct.
Yeah, but not saying it got to be a lot of it, but the
Some level.
toxicity can bring some excitement.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And
And I think too, a lot of times people misconstrue toxic behavior
Yeah.
for someone caring.
loving it.
Show,
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
the thing.
You don't have to be
some
toxic
women,
to
I know
yeah.
some
Yeah.
women without a level of toxicity, they don't want to deal with you.
Absolutely.
If you're not questioning them and you're
Yeah.
not asking them
That's what I'm-
about
there you
things,
go.
and you're not checking
It's
for them.
degrees. It's like 1 to 10.
They think you
Yeah.
checking for somebody else.
Exactly.
If you ain't checking on them
I
and
don't know-
checking them
I
and
don't know
questioning
any
them
woman
and
that
worrying
don't want
about a
that.
dude and all that.
So, City,
It's
question:
women do that.
Do you like to be slapped around a little bit?
This the thing,
What's
man.
your
I
toxic?
don't like being. I don't like the violence, and I don't like the arguing.
Okay.
Hate the
I'm
argument.
I can't say that about you for sure.
I don't like the violence. I don't like the arguing. I'm a solution type of person when it comes to the beef. I'm a react with as much finesse under the duration of the event when it's all kind of haywire going on. I'm gonna always be disciplined, and my reaction gonna warrant, keeping the peace. I'm not the one to be really arguing for real. And then I think that people I've been involved with, they get mad because I'm that way. I heard women like, you act like you don't care. Your
Yeah.
reaction.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
just
feel you
you
on
just
that, bro.
chilling like it's not a problem. Like
feel
that's
you
what I
on
be
that.
dealing with.
I get that nonchalant card,
I've
too.
dealt with that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. I'm real laid back. When people see me out in the streets, I be I probably got a lot of energy and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But like I'm really laid back.
Well,
when it
you know,
comes to
as a woman, when we're in our 20s and early 30s, we kind of are drawn to that toxic type of behavior. But as we get older, we just want peace.
Right.
So when we're in those situations
I don't think
where,
so.
we're looking for that response from you, like, you don't care. Just think about our age.
I think the energy of the toxic desire shifts to something else, but I think if you want toxic, you want toxic. It just looks differently. Like it could be anything.
I can say this, for me personally, I used to want toxic. Like,
Toxic is them two friends doing what they did when they both wanted your number. That's toxic. That's toxic.
you think that's toxic?
That's
my
definitely
God.
that's
Yeah.
definitely a version of
Yeah.
toxic.
And then
For
like
them, not me, because I
Yeah.
didn't do that. I
But
didn't-
you played in- you were into it.
So you're a part of it, which is it's all good.
So because I don't like the toxic behavior that
Yeah,
comes
like
from
some of
something
the-
like that, that's
some of
why
the-
I didn't
some of the
I didn't take into
Toxicity can play out
A
good.
different way, yeah.
And that
Yes.
played out good.
It played out good.
Toxicity can play out good, and it can play out bad.
Yeah.
What we just seen on Brief Phone played out good.
Good.
They
So I
had a
just showed
nightcap.
another clip.
They had a nightcap. She was slapping the man around. He was looking like he was Bam Bam Bigelow.
Then he
and was
grabbed her
taking
by
it.
the
And then he
face.
grabbed her by the face, and they started kissing.
Right.
Passionately.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, it developed some of the best makeup sex.
you-
But what about old girl? What about old girl who we saw in that clip on top of the car?
They
I
got
guess
the
she
same
was
kind of.
trying
You
to,
can't have the same kind of toxic.
grab her phone or something, but dude slammed the car on her arm. Like, that's
Wait, what?
toxic.
She,
Oh,
both,
yeah.
the
She was-
thing about
she
it,
took
that
a free
man
ride.
had, listen.
The girl with
I
the
don't want
bionic
no-
arm.
I don't want no Crown Vic that slam on my door and close. The car
thing
door closed. He
I ain't never
closed it
seen
one
that.
time and then
Her arm
closed,
did
then
not
he closed
flinch.
it.
I didn't see that.
She
And
didn't
she-
flinch.
But she looked like a zombie riding on the car.
Baby, it had
Y'all
to be
ain't
bath
seen this
salts.
clip. Y'all gotta
Yeah,
see
yeah,
this
yeah.
clip with this girl on top of this Crown Vic. and the dude just pulled off.
Bath salts.
Yeah, that's definitely
With
bath
her
salt.
That's what they were saying. I seen a couple of people say bath salt
the
too.
luggage rack. Cause
But look,
Wow.
but
I'm trying to figure. Listen, I want to know where did they go and how far did they get.
That's what I want to
my
know.
God.
I want to see the rest of the video.
I don't even care how
my
they got to
God.
that
Yeah.
point.
I wanna
I don't
see
even
the
care
rest
who
of it.
started it. None of that. I
Where
want to
did
know
he
where they
drop off
ended up
at?
because they went through some kind of overpass and they turned right and we ain't
Listen.
seen them no more. I want to know the
Listen.
results.
Man, I just
Whoever the
wanna know.
cameraman should have ran down the street behind them,
Yo, they toxic.
and we would have gave them an award.
But you know, that's a good point. I think that going back to EB's, what you're saying, toxic is definitely there, and it's seducing and whatever. But you gotta have balance. You can't be all toxic. It's got to be other ingredients, or else you're gonna be on top of the Crown Vic. But if you got a little toxic, you got a little passion, you got a little empathy, you got a little
Yeah.
love, you gotta make that
Yeah.
thing spicy.
Well,
Now,
here's
it's
the thing.
It's like drizzling
relationship
with
gumbo.
ingredients.
There you go.
Whatever
Relationship gumbo.
D is being handed out, that's
That's
being
the type
pa-
of level you gonna.
whatever kind of D that will make me get on top of a Crown Vic and put my arm
You know what?
in the door.
You want that?
I want it. I want it. Sign me up. Where can I find it?
Hey,
Oh, she
Drop it off at my front door.
that's how they were handing out that crack in the 80s.
She said Amazon Prime it to me.
No, I'm like
She wants some
Jordan
of that
Peele.
Amazon Prime D.
Overnight. I want the
She
4
wants
a.m.
some of
option.
that Amazon Flex D.
Man.
When you not overnight.
Listen.
When you order that morning
And
and
it's
it's
there.
here by
And it's
between
there.
10 and 2.
Yes,
You make it up between 10 and
Wow.
2.
You
Baby.
sure you want that?
I
Girl, that's
want it.
crazy.
Okay.
I want it.
That's crazy. No,
Okay.
That's
Well, somebody who got that toxic P needs some of that toxic D. So, what you talking about?
Yeah.
Is there another word for toxic? Because I feel like this went beyond that.
Again, it's Litty In The City After Dark. Put your
Y'all
kids to
already
bed.
know. After 8 o'clock.
Put your kids to bed.
If you got
Now
toxic
listen.
P, then it's gonna be some toxic D's fighting over the P.
Fighting over the P. Wow.
We're gonna keep it moving.
Is there such thing as big P energy?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
I thought
Yeah.
it was just.
No.
So check this though. Check this.
Y'all
So
so
check this.
stupid.
Real talk. Do you fight a man? Would you slap a man? Oh, Bree, have you slapped a man?
You already know the answer to this.
Yes.
Now you already know.
This ain't about what we
Answer.
know. It's
You're right.
about us making sure that
But the people
listeners
know.
don't know.
Okay.
All right,
People
okay.
know.
Okay.
I think they already know.
So you slapped the man.
Yes.
Think about the first time you slapped the man.
I can't stand City.
What was it for?
City?
The
Because I gotta
first
set Bree up.
time.
I gotta set Bree up for stuff.
I know.
When people have stuff that they didn't do, we gotta catch them in stuff they did. We
You
gotta.
remember the first time you slapped a man?
The first. I'm trying to think who was the first man I ever
All right,
slapped.
so all right, hold on. While you think about that,
Okay.
what is the significant one you slapped and the actual event that you remember slapping a man, and you know it was a level of toxicity? Which event was that, and why
Okay.
did you do it? You ain't got to tell who it was. I don't care if he from I don't care where he from. He could be from Africa, but you can just tell me the event that happened.
Y'all get on my
on.
nerves so bad. So the first the first and most notable occasion that I can think of was absolutely toxic. I was in my early 20s, and I don't know if I told you guys about the guy that I dated who had the stalker ex-girlfriend who came to the house. She waited until he left.
Oh, yeah.
And she
Yeah.
came to the house, and I was there, and she was trying to get in, and she was outside the door. And what she said is she had taken my toothbrush and put it in the toilet. Now, she was on the other side of the door, and you know, she's talking to me through the door. I'm still effing him, and I'm this and that. Matter of fact, I was there last night. That's why I took your toothbrush and put it in the toilet. Now, imagine being on the other side of that door. And now I have already told him, I've called him on the phone and said, old girl is here. This not a good look. The tool is right beside me. I'm not feeling this. And he's like, do not open that door. Whatever you do, do not open the
that
door.
door.
So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm not going to open the
Again,
door.
toxic D, because you did not open the door.
I did not open that door, baby. I did not open that door. But let's just say every single tap that I wanted to administer to her was administered to him
Oh yeah.
upon entering the door.
Okay,
So
that's
because
different.
Why
it's,
is that?
Okay.
because it's built up,
Yeah, I get
you
what you're
know,
saying.
like basically because I wanted to, what the kids say, shoot me my one. I wanted my one.
Facts.
And I couldn't
couldn't
get it.
off, so you had to get it off
So
on
I
him.
had to get it off when he came through
Okay.
the door.
Since I can't open the door, that's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'ma open
And
up
he
on
took
you.
all them licks, baby. And they was
course he
not,
did.
it wasn't even just open hand.
Because it was toxic D and what? Toxic,
Toxic
P.
P.
So
You already know what's
that
going
was
on.
one of the most notable occasions. The other ones
Wowzers.
have been in the bedroom.
She said other ones. Oh, okay.
And
okay,
they
okay,
were most
okay.
welcome.
They were passionate
Yes.
slaps.
Most,
Okay,
most
them
welcome.
kind.
Them
Those kind. I like those kind. Okay.
Well, you slap. Did you? Hold on. You slapping it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, you one of them?
Yes.
She's a masochist.
Slaps.
She's on some
And,
Demi.
and
Choking.
no warning. No warning.
Smash.
right?
No
Some
warning.
Demi stuff,
It-
right?
it
That's some
can't-
Demi,
there's
that's some
no
Demi
warning.
stuff without all the black outfit.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
basically, she opened the floodgate, hypnotized him, wham,
Yeah.
slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no. She slapped a titty into his mouth. Wham.
I said taste, but okay.
Me in the bed.
aggressive-
No, you
the,
can't slap it. That's violence.
The
That's
sexual
That's what it is.
aggressiveness
Passion, you
Bree
gotta think about
is speaking about.
Okay.
Well, I mean, so I
Passion.
like to, in the right setting, I like to smack a guy with
Open
my
hand.
open
Oh, I know
hand
exactly what you're talking
and
about.
then kiss him.
Yeah.
I think that's very sexy.
Oh,
It's like, thank you for letting me punish you.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So
Never have I ever.
EB, we're going to take it to class.
so that's both sides of it. Okay.
City, you quiet over there. What you got to say? City, what you got to say? Because City got something to say. All right.
That's
No,
both
I ain't have
sides.
nothing
never-
to say.
I'm
okay.
gonna just say I've never slapped a man in passion ever.
Never.
I've
Okay,
slapped a man
so
before, but never in passion, baby.
Yeah.
so what type of sexy violence do you participate in?
Choking.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Hold on. Do you choke?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
That's a
so-
These
yes.
women is crazy.
Wait, no. Walk us
Y-E-S
through
These
it.
women
is a
is
yes.
crazy.
Put us in the
Do you
context.
choke
So-
when you're on
so let me
top?
tell
Do
y'all
you choke
something.
when you're on top, or have you ever choked from the bottom?
I've done both. Yes.
Okay.
Women, listen. Women are uniquely violent.
But y'all like it.
Some women are uniquely violent with sex.
But y'all
So
like
do you
it.
do this at every time or just sometimes at certain people?
It's certain people because
Man.
it's the toxic D.
Oh
at the
yeah.
top. If
Everybody is
he-
not
listen,
gonna
you
get
can-
that.
If it's the toxic D that I'm getting, I'm giving you toxic
listen.
energy right back.
If
Like,
you
Yes.
slap me, if you slap me while we doing it,
I'm choking you on site immediately.
I can work with that. I
Yeah.
can work with that. I have worked with that.
I'm choking.
Okay.
It has been done.
Yeah,
to
for
me.
sure.
Yeah. But why this girl like biting my tongue? I feel like it was.
No, that's a no-go.
Like,
That's a
what's
no-go.
wrong with her?
Don't bite my tongue.
What
Don't
was
bite
wrong
my
with
man.
her?
No biting on. Don't.
I mean,
Nah.
was she,
What was wrong with her?
A little nibbling, maybe,
no
but
nibbling.
not
Don't
biting.
bite.
she holding
Man, that
on
girl
to
was
it?
like a dog on my tongue.
was she holding on to
Oh,
it?
this girl was doing
Was
this.
she
She
sucking
was
on
geeked
it?
up.
I feel like, listen, I feel like she was really
was on them
mad.
bath salts.
She was geeked up,
It was
bro.
strange.
Bro,
It
she
was
was geeked
strange
up.
because then she did a couple
Did you drop some
times.
change on?
She did a few more times.
Bro, that's that perk and that Molly.
That's
She-
crazy. That's
listen,
that's
listen.
that purple stuff.
Listen, she was biting my tongue.
She was biting
and
your
she
tongue.
bit it hard, and I was scared. She
How
was
did
gonna
you
try to bite.
react?
What is this pill, City? What is this next to me?
I didn't have it.
That's what that girl had.
City, where that pill came from?
Y'all,
That's
we
a
gonna go to a quick
Oh, okay.
music
Break.
break.
Is it in
Y'all
your right?
already know it is Monday,
It was,
so
it was in here.
it's a combination of what men want Monday and
seen it
Liddy
in one of them.
After
It was-
Dark.
Yeah, you know we.
Y'all was getting the best of both worlds right now. So
That
we'll be
is
back
it.
after this break. It's the Liddy in the City show.
Stay tuned.
We'll see y'all.
Old school jam next, right?
We're gonna go out, or we gonna.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What up? What up? We are back. We are back. We still on it. We still on it. We still on it. What's the topic, Bree?
Well, it's What Men Want Monday, and we have been talking about toxicity in relationships, and we cover this a lot, but in particular, we've been talking about women feeling like it's okay to put their hands on men just a
And
little too much.
Men enjoying toxicity in the relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think a lot of men enjoy having a woman put their hands on them to an extent. You know, nobody wants to be abused.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
some guys, you know, they don't mind a couple of
It
little
ain't love if you
passionate
don't touch
love
me. Yeah,
taps.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
If a man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all some real business though. If a man know you ain't going nowhere, he know he messed up, and you put them taps on him,
Facts.
he cool with it.
Yeah, exactly.
He cool with it. Am I
Yeah.
right, Nelly? If a
Exactly.
man know you ain't going nowhere, he know the level of what y'all got going on, and it's a little, and it could be hood love, and you
felt
put them
that one?
you put them paps on him, and you put them paps on him, and he gonna dodge him, gonna do all that, hold your hand, push it back.
What he gonna do?
Hit you with your own hands.
That part.
Yes.
That's me.
I hate
what
that.
Nelly
That's
Oh,
me.
yeah.
That's
Look,
me.
I did that before.
That's me.
Listen,
That's definitely
how you
me.
gonna call the police when you hit yourself?
That's me all. That's me all day. That's me.
I
How you
hate
call the police?
that.
I'm gonna grab your
That's
hand.
me.
Look, let me show y'all how it look. This
That's
how it look.
definitely me.
Let me give y'all an example.
Why?
When a girl fight you grab her hand.
That's exactly
and
right.
you hit her in her own face.
Exactly right. You make a fight
If y'all
yourself.
do that, you can't get convicted. I don't think we can
Exactly.
get convicted for that. You slapping yourself.
Slapping yourself and you get worn
and
out.
Listen,
Yup,
she
yup.
don't care about nothing else until you break her nails.
Fat, and then she gonna stop.
It's a boy. What? She
gonna stop.
She
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
come hard. She gonna
It's
stop.
over.
Think
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
over at that
She gonna
point.
stop.
She
Think
may
about
get
it.
you.
She
One,
gonna
she
come
may
back.
hit you one good time for that, but then she gonna stop and worry about that now.
JD, I'm finna break it down. Let me break it down.
She gonna break the
A
rest
woman, her nails get broke, she wanna fight harder. If she get really hurt, she'll stop. If you put a mark on her face, she coming hard.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
You can
That's true.
listen. Deuce hit me one time. Tell y'all about this. Deuce hit me one time. Had to be 2014, I think. 2014.
Ooh, too far back. She can't get arrested
2014.
now.
Listen,
Right.
2014. Yeah, the statute of limitations.
It's been 8 years.
Deuce slapped me and kept slapping. Slap. Wow. I grabbed Deuce by her neck and she was
Not
telling you.
by her neck.
That's my
Listen, Deuce
reaction.
was up. Her head was at the top of the freezer
Yeah.
in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen, and she hadn't already broke two $500 watches, and cool, but she wanted to do some slaps and paps. Deuce was up off the floor. Feet was off the floor. After that, she was like, stop. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
So
Yeah.
you play too much.
I'm done. And we'll recant it and thought about it later and recap. Recap on it. Like, I knew then I ain't want
Yeah.
to put my hands on.
Exactly.
She thought
Yeah.
about it. She said it in that moment. You know what? Oh, I'm done. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do that.
So I
I went too
think
far.
You
I
put
went
the
too
fear-
far.
Yeah.
I
You
went
put the
too
fear of
far.
God.
I went too far.
She
I
Put the
ain't
fear
gonna
of
lie.
God. Yeah, yeah.
She got too far.
Yeah, so that was always a story to look back on and laugh at.
And
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that that's okay because you have to kind of test your limits
Yeah, she tells. Yeah.
in relationships sometimes if that's your brand of toxic.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are a woman who's accustomed to putting your hands on a man, each relationship you're in, you got to kind of test the boundaries.
So-
Yeah, Ducey wasn't toxic though. It was just crazy that
Yeah.
scenario happened. Cause
What did you do?
Of course, I was out of line for something.
You
I
did something.
I
Yeah.
did something, man.
You know what
I
you
done,
did.
I did something. I
You
don't
know
know.
what triggered her.
I done did so much stuff. Y'all want to know what I did then?
No.
But you name it, I did it.
He did.
I don't know if it was that time, but I done
But
did
he did
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done did it.
Right.
I done females.
So basically, you're like, I'm gonna do something else. So let's
Man,
not
I had a
let's
whole
not let
thing.
this be the solution.
Right.
Find another way.
Let this be a teaching moment.
Man, listen. If it happened, I did it. I can't make this up. If it happened, I did it. I did it.
But either way, the
I'm
point
talking.
is,
We can get in them stories later.
Men don't
I
want
want
you.
to say these stories because if it happened in a relationship, I did.
He did it.
I'm
yeah.
telling y'all, I got the stories. I got the stories.
Yeah.
Sir,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a
the
bad thing.
reinforcement on this is just ridiculous. You ain't got to
Yeah.
keep saying, I got the stories.
I got them.
Listen,
I got them.
but no, typically, so do you prefer toxic or non-toxic relationship?
We prefer a little toxic.
Let me tell you something.
It's a
I
drizzle.
know for a fact, City
Prefers
likes his
You know
women.
Toxic.
I think
sprinkled
that's just
and
what I
toxic, just
end up with.
sprinkled
sprinkled and toxic like
and
lemon
toxic.
popples.
It's
I
just,
think that's just what I be ending
Yeah.
up with.
Lemon
'Cause
toxic
I ain't
sprinkles.
gonna lie. It seems like it don't. It possibly won't be that way, but
it's a different
early
kind.
on I do find out that it's some
Oh, you be testing
toxicity.
your boundaries with
Yes,
her.
it be
Okay, gotcha.
toxicity.
You just gotta figure out what
I
kind of
find
toxic
out
it
kind of
is.
early,
Yeah.
but I just be still going along with it. Y'all do it too. Y'all know do the
Hell
dog.
no.
Y'all just going along with
Yeah.
it. I go along with some stuff too. I do it. I can't lie.
Let me
I'm
tell
sitting
you
there
what's
seeing all
toxic.
this. I be sitting there
Toxic is
doing all
red
this
flags.
for
It's the
her,
same thing.
all these women and
Yeah.
what I done
Absolutely.
did, and that's what. I know it's toxic after a certain point,
Yeah.
and it could be a month in, and I know it's
Yeah.
toxic, and I know what I'm dealing
Yeah,
with, and
exactly.
it's a baby daddy involved, and he's knocking on the door.
And he coming in the bathroom, and
man,
I got a
listen,
brawl.
man, I done had it. I had it. The man, and I done had. I
These
done had
folks
him
get on my nerves. my
around that
last
same
nerve.
time, around that
Yeah,
same
okay.
time,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
knocking on the door, a club on the south side,
Man.
knocking on the garage door. He done came in the garage door. We had to lock the door. I had
Wow.
called the police because I ain't want, I
Yeah.
didn't feel
You
like
got
that
too
was
much to
my
lose.
fight
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
City
You know what I'm saying?
love a
But
little
yeah.
toxicity.
I always
Yeah.
end up
Yeah.
in a toxic situation.
I think everybody at this table, some of us not ready to admit it, but I think we all like a little toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
gonna stand by it.
She gonna stand. EB gonna stand by, but EB be part of the problem.
I am no longer a part of the
No,
problem.
no longer.
No
All right,
longer.
Cool. Okay.
I am
Say
so
no more.
mature and at
So
peace.
you was at the July Festival.
How was that?
Being untoxic.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, cool.
She was chilling at the Jola Festival.
That's what's up. That was up. Yeah, man. So, just to end on this note, a sprinkle of toxicity is always good, and for
It's
females,
always good.
for females,
Yeah.
always good. It's
That's
always
like
good.
hot
Sprinkle,
sauce.
a sprinkle of
Yeah.
toxicity. Even
One
the
final
most prettiest,
Yeah.
classiest females endure in a little toxicity.
Absolutely.
And people that appear to not be toxic, they do it behind closed doors.
Exactly.
They do it amongst their close circle.
Yup.
And you can get
Absolutely.
you can get the that information just not passed to everybody. What we are to each other, we don't appear to everybody else. It's
Right.
not their business
Yup.
sometimes.
Yup.
But at the end of the day, a little bit of toxicity is around. And if it wasn't toxicity, man, some of these relationships can probably really be boring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
because
I
they don't have
can vouch for
personality.
that.
a little
They don't
bit,
have-
a little bit. Let me tell you something. So I come home, right? We together, right? I come home and I say, "Hey, babe, how are you?" Say, "Babe, how are you?" I say, "How was your day?" You say, "It was a good day." And then I'll be like, "You got dinner ready?"
It's
"Yeah,
the
dinner
voice
is ready."
for me.
"Dinner is ready, babe." And then I come get dinner, and then we eat, we go to sleep. Now, this is a different scenario. "Hey, babe, how you doing? How was work today?" "It was good. They gave me hell at work, whatever. And then I said, "Okay, cool. So what you got for dinner?" You know what I'm saying? Got for dinner, whatever. And then she asked, "I wonder if them HOEs was all on you at work." You know what I'm saying? She just slide that in, right? She
she
slide
bored.
that in, and
'Cause she
then I
bored.
say, "Well, baby, I'm swag on 1,000."
Oh,
so you know what I'm
gosh.
saying?
You gotta
So
expect
if
it.
I say that,
So he
then
feed
she
into
got
it.
to come back with, okay, were they really on you for real? So that's a little sprinkle of toxicity.
Just
Now,
a
if I can
sprinkle.
say, "Nah, baby, they ain't really sweat me." You know what I'm saying? They ain't really sweat me. You know what I mean? They know better. And I hold hand up and see the ring.
Or
something.
when you,
know,
like go
you
to
know.
the bowling alley, right? And you take a girl on a date at the bowling alley and she's just filming like a lot of girls do, especially this day and age, like social media, right? And then you come and like almost, body slam her, like tackle her to get the phone.
Okay.
Because you
can't be in no
don't
video.
want to be in the video.
Like,
It
no
just
face, no
happened
case.
in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Like toxic like that.
Yeah, that's
You know
toxic.
what, man?
That's
These
toxic.
folks in
That's
here.
real
That's toxic.
These folks.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah,
I
it's toxic.
don't be really understanding how many of these stories I be involved in. This
Man.
is not. That was. I don't know nothing about that.
I'm gonna
Listen.
tell y'all something.
I don't know nothing
Men,
about
let me tell y'all what I do.
What you do?
It's almost like the Sis Is This Your Man Facebook group.
You know what?
I'm putting you on camera. I'm gonna take a nice little video, couple of pictures.
Man.
Let me-
Oh my God.
Let me just say this.
Oh my God.
9 times out of 10, it's not making it to my social media.
But it's going in the archive.
But it's going in the archives. And guess what? I'm just taking the pictures because I want to see how you react. I want to see how you respond
Man.
Wow.
Listen.
to that camera coming out.
Bro said
You got
LOL,
tackled.
a sprinkle though. A sprinkle, bro.
Yeah.
Tackled.
A sprinkle.
Body slam.
It's like an apple a day keep the
the
doctor
phone
away.
just slid across the floor like that.
Yeah,
just,
there was a
Threw you down the alley like the ball.
yeah, that, who was filming?
Wow.
Yeah, but a sprinkle.
Of
Ain't that wrong with a
toxicity.
little bit of sprinkle of toxicity? They just keep the energy up.
Yeah.
Keep the energy going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make another person feel like you even paying them some attention.
Yeah.
Right.
And women need that. Women
For
need
sure.
need a reminder.
Yeah, like
You know
when
what
you're
I'm
dating
saying?
two women
You know
that
what I
live
mean?
like less than a mile apart from each other.
That's
that's-
convenient.
And your vehicle that everybody knows
Is in
Is a
driveway.
personalized-
is in the driveway
with a
Yeah.
of one of
personalized
them.
plate.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
okay.
that's one of them. You know what you signed up for, though.
yeah.
That's
That
interesting.
sprinkle that
Do we-
everybody
do we-
loves.
Do you know this person?
No, I'm just. I
Oh,
mean, I
the
think
level
these
of
are really
toxicity
good
EB is
scenarios.
on.
I think these are
EB.
appropriate.
So is it toxicity in the workplace? Like,
Ooh.
Oh,
EB with the
that's
EB
what we're
with-
doing.
Hey, we going to the next segment. It's 9 o'clock. We going to the next
Is that
segment.
what
We
we
going to
doing?
the old school pick of the day.
Did
What
you
we got,
forget?
EB?
Did you- wait
EB,
a
what's
minute.
the old school pick
Wait a
of the
minute, hold on. We
day?
already
I'm
did it.
done.
We already did it.
I'm
We already
done.
did
Old
it.
school one?
We already
I'm
did
done.
it. But did you forget earlier
Tried
that
to
you
go
was
to-
like,
I'm done
Tried
doing
to
it.
go to the-
and you want to talk about me?
We going to break, man. We'll see y'all after the break, man. This is the Litty In The City show.
It's lit, y'all.
I need a detox.
It's lit. remember a moment I was petty. Super petty.
What up, what up? We are back. It's the
Still in this
Litty
thing,
In The
man.
City
We
show.
Still in this thing.
And we are on our, what segment we on, Bree? Come on.
It's the 9 o'clock hour, so y'all already know it's time for group chat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Group chat.
All right, so we had a toss up tonight. We've been trying to decide what we are going to talk about tonight. Obviously, there are always so many topics in so little time. So we're going to talk about being petty tonight, you know.
The other P.
Yeah, the other P. Exactly. Let's talk about it, you know. So, and this is inspired by a meme that I saw, and it said, the pettiest thing I've ever done was I went to his house and took back every spice that I ever bought after we broke up. And so that led to the discussion. City was like, man, have you ever moved and not had spices to
Right.
cook with?
Man, listen.
It will piss
Listen.
you off.
It takes about 5 to 6 months to build your spice.
That part. You ain't never lied. You
It
ain't
takes
never
5.
lied, man.
You don't get a spice. Start if you get a new apartment. You don't get a spice unless you need it,
To
and
cook
you got
something specific.
and first of all, salt and pepper is the main thing you got, right? So say for instance you want to make something and you think about getting what you're getting, you go home and you don't have the spice for it, you got to go back to the store.
got to.
Everybody experienced not having the right spice for something, and then you try to cook without it. I've
Yeah.
tried to cook without something.
Okay.
And I've been semi-successful
Right,
because you can
right.
get away with certain stuff.
There's
But if
certain
it's-
substitutes.
If it's just you eating it. Like,
Yeah,
But
that's
here's
just
the
like
thing.
that's just like
Right,
making Alfredo and you ain't got Parmesan.
Well,
You
you,
know what I'm
can,
saying? You can try to
Romano
get by,
cheese.
you can, but you ain't gonna have no. Think about it. If you ain't got Parmesan, you
You
ain't
ain't
got
gonna
Romano.
I have
cheese.
Romano. I keep Italian blend. So I was
Yeah,
just
so
about to
it's kinda,
say,
you know,
my spice rack, literally, I have 1.5 cabinets full of spices.
Yeah,
sis can
and
cook.
and thank you. And
we
they're
talked about
all
it before you got here.
none
You
of them
know,
are expired.
She cooked like grandma. When she cooked.
Facts.
When she cooked.
None of
whole
my
mama.
spices are expired. Okay, my spice game is above par.
Okay.
Okay, so
Do
yeah,
you like freestyle or you like have recipes in your head? Like how do you?
a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. I
Mine-
mean, at this point, I can cook. You know, I can
Yeah.
freestyle it. But so I'm gonna start with my petty. I'm gonna
Okay.
give y'all some time and opportunity to think about it. I'm gonna tell y'all one of the pettiest things I ever did, and I hope this brother is listening because I've
And that's
never
petty in
I've
itself.
never
Wow.
revealed
That's
this to
crazy.
him. Okay.
Oh, come on.
She hope he tuned.
So I was dating this guy, right? And okay, I'm gonna take a deep dive on this one, baby, because let me be careful. Let me choose my words properly. So we had a profile on a dating site.
You said
Y'all
we.
had a couple.
Wait, like, I wish
said-
y'all could
she
see
said we-
I need
what
some
just
ice.
happened because City was looking down in his phone. He heard that, threw the phone down, tapped in.
I think we need to go live. I think we need to give him a little bit and then go off live. I think we need to set him up and then cut it off and make him climb on the, go in on the radio site. I think we need to do that. That's
Go ahead.
man, we doing it. We going
We
live.
gon- we gon'
Okay,
deep-
we going
take a
live.
deep
Let's
dive
go.
on this
We
one.
going live. We going live. We going live. We gotta go
Y'all,
live.
okay,
We gotta
so
go live. Go ahead, just chime in.
dating
Chime
this
in.
guy, and so we had a profile on a dating site, and at some point things started getting a little rocky, you know, and it reminds me again of that picture that the girl submitted of City to the Sis Is This Your Man Facebook group, right? What did she say? She said, I've been dating this man and he been acting funny for the past couple of months, okay? And that was
We
my
already
experience
broke
too.
up.
Well,
Did I tell y'all that?
Okay.
I
yeah.
think so.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We was already
Well,
broke up when she
we
did that.
weren't
That was a
broken
lie.
up, okay, but it was definitely some funny acting going on, all right. And the thing about it is, this was a semi-open relationship, so there was really no reason to be acting funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of move how you want to move. Who cares? But when you start like hiding stuff and being secretive and sneaking around, I got a problem with that, especially when it's, open. So anyway, I changed the profile, okay, from a couple's profile to a single woman's profile. And I went and found one of the most gorgeous girls I could find on social media. And I jacked all of her pictures.
Oh, wow.
And I actually put some time into this. So I went and I put an incredible profile together. Okay. Let me pat myself on the back real quick, because I put together an impeccable profile based on every single thing that I've learned about this man over the past year. I mean, I single-handedly created the perfect woman.
This getting good.
Okay. And I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt,
He was gonna take
This
the
game
if
too
this
good.
man
gonna
had
take
a
the bait.
profile, which I suspected that he had a profile on the dating app, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he did, he would absolutely
Take that bait.
swipe right
Yeah.
on this chick, okay, on this profile that I created. And so here's the other thing, because I paid a little extra
To have the
for
premium.
to have the premium, exactly,
Yeah.
so that I could set a location, so you can
Yeah.
target people.
Yeah.
All right, so I got strategic petty, okay, strategic petty.
Yeah,
so
this is analytical petty.
I've been talking to Buddy, you know what I'm saying, chopping it
And
up.
you found him.
Let me just tell you, found him. Bingo.
Oh, he found his
But let
perfect
me
you
just
used a text now number. You used a Google.
Well, there was no phone number associated. There was no phone number
Y'all just
associated
talking
with
on the
it.
app.
We're talking through the app, okay?
catfishing him.
And let me
How
tell
catfish
you,
your man? Just catfish.
look, at his
This the level of
house,
petty.
at his house, every
Why
single
you
time. So I'm
She
in the
next
vicinity. It's registering. You see, you are in Stockbridge. I am in Stockbridge. This is a match made in heaven. I cannot believe it.
You was at his house.
At his house.
Messaging him. Did he
Messaging.
say you right here nearby? He ain't never say that.
Well, no, he did he made a comment like, oh, okay, I see you live in Stockbridge. Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, I be here. I go here sometimes. And I'm like, oh, really? Well, I go here sometimes. Oh, yeah, that's right down. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you already know him. You name and stuff.
Oh, I'm finessing.
Wow.
Okay, finessing. So this particular day, this carried on for a couple of weeks. The messages
Wait,
were getting
couple
good
of
too.
weeks?
Couple of weeks.
So your petty is like next level.
Oh,
It's like
absolutely.
Mortal Kombat. Oh,
It's-
Yuki. You want to
Oh, yeah,
finish him.
Bree.
She want to finish you off.
Finished
Y'all
him.
Dang.
But let me go ahead and let y'all know how this thing ended, because it was good. And again, I had never told this man that this happened, but I got so much satisfaction out of seeing him on the other end of the letdown, okay, because it came. So this one particular day, we got plans. We were supposed to be going out on a date.
You and him, or him and the fake profile?
He and I.
Okay.
Supposed to be going out on a date. And, we talked, and he was like, so before I got to his place, or like earlier in the day, I'm messaging him from the profile, right? From the profile. I'm like, I'm putting the heat on because we have plans, right? Real plans. So I'm like, let me turn this thing up a notch. I said, so I'm going to be going out of town. I'm going to be going out of town for about a week and a half. So, let's go ahead and get together before I leave, because I
Okay.
want to go ahead and speed this process up and see if you really going to take the bait.
You petty.
Petty.
You
So
petty.
guess what?
He was trying to stand you
He
up.
hit me up. He said, hey, do they have a later movie? Because I said, you know what? Let's just stop and link up for a quick cocktail, He's like, babe, do they have a later movie? Is it like a 9:30 movie or something? This during the week. So I'm like, I'm sure they do, but who wants to go to a 9:30 movie during the week? I got to go to work tomorrow. He's like, okay, well, how about we just chill at the crib and just Netflix and chill? You can come over and cook something. So I'm like, okay. Yeah. I'll do that. So I come over there. So I made the plans with him, okay, from the profile. We done set the location, everything. All right. It's set. I come over to the house. Hey, babe. Hey, honey. Like, okay. Well, I stopped and picked up a couple of groceries. Let me go ahead and start cooking.
Okay.
She did all that. Picked up the
He's
groceries.
like,
Bruh.
he's like, oh, you know what? I forgot something back at the job.
Oh, wow.
I gotta go back to the office
Wow.
and pick something up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That was lame.
Okay. And it's about 45 minutes to the office, you know.
Yeah.
So that buys you a good hour and a half, damn near 2 hours, right?
And he was leaving you at the house.
Leaving me at the house,
He
cooking.
thought he was doing it.
Cooking.
He thought he was
Big
doing it.
player.
Look.
He was doing it.
I done did a play like that.
For sure.
Oh, he said, I'm on the way. I said, okay, I can't wait. I cannot wait. So he gets there. He messaging, hey, I'm here. I'm sitting at the bar with the such and such on. Oh, okay,
Wow.
great. Yeah, I just left out because, mind you, it's right down the street from where I live, okay? Oh, I just left out. I'll be there in about 5 minutes. When I tell you, this Negro waited and waited and waited. So then he started messaging, hey, where you at? Are you coming? Then he started getting angry. You know you ain't have to do that. Then, oh, that's effed up.
Wow.
Oh, it just, so then he got back to the house.
Wait. How long did he stay and wait?
He waited for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And so then I stopped responding, right?
Got it.
So the anger just started escalating.
Yeah.
Escalate. I mean, he was pissed. He was pissed.
And he don't know to this day.
Hopefully he know now. I hope you're listening.
Wow.
Shout out to I am Dex Emery on Instagram.
Ooh.
But
We
yeah,
all be listening, bro.
he came back to the crib and you could just tell, oh, he was pissed. Energy just way off. I'm like, hey, did you get what you needed? yeah, I got it. Oh, okay. Stupid. Yeah. So needless to say, that was like, one of the last encounters. But I just wanted to just show him, let's give him a little taste of his own medicine, And that's how my petty works.
That's
It's calculated
definitely next
petty.
level. That's
Calculated
next level.
petty.
So you just finesse, like y'all just stopped hanging out slowly but surely. Like, how did it end?
It ended in violence.
See, I took a note from City. I had to ask the right
chose?
question.
Who chose it first?
I ended up choosing violence.
How long after?
Oh, from that moment to the very end was probably a 2-week span.
And you know what's crazy that it actually happened like that. Like it's like the hope for him to turn away from that at some point.
Yeah. So here's the thing. At that point, I was already checked out before I ever even set that play up.
Mentally checked out, but physically you weren't. Like it was like two weeks still passed by.
Yeah. 2 weeks just because I didn't end it abruptly because I wasn't even supposed to know about it.
Yeah, but think about it. 2 weeks of you being checked out, is it because it was like toxic D, like you was still?
Nah. It was trash, actually, which is why we had the couple's profile on
She done put
the
this man
dating
IG
app.
out and everything.
I
Yeah.
am floored.
Yeah. It was absolute trash.
I think
Somebody help me.
So that's my level of toxic. Now this was a
I'm
few
trying
years
to
ago.
figure out. Hold on. I want to know.
I'm just
I
here.
want to know about this site and who did y'all meet on the site?
Yeah.
No.
We'll
We're
talk about
talking
that
about the
later.
level of petty. Come on.
Well, I want to know.
All right, I had to slide it in, but we'll keep going. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in the real life group chat.
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't got no
Yeah.
petty to top that, so I mean,
Really?
That was a
You
lot
took
of
the
planning.
It was
my
fun.
petty's
Yeah.
my
What's
petty's
up?
in the moment.
It was
That
interesting.
was
My
that
petty
was
don't last that
definitely
long.
a
It was
heck of a
interesting
story.
because again,
That's a
I
heck
set it
of a-
up.
That's the level of pettiness.
It was
the level
like
of pettiness and patience.
yeah.
Patience for me is
Absolutely.
crazy.
You got to bring out that patience. I think I got the same patience type of patience.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I finished dinner.
Yeah.
Let me tell
He
you
came back and
guys.
ate. Probably laid that little boring D down.
Oh no, he definitely didn't lay it down.
Well,
Lay
I'll just
that
tell
bully
y'all,
down.
my petty story is not that long, and it's very, very short. After we broke up, I put him on don'tdatehim.com. So that was
Oh.
before Facebook and all the "Is this your man" Facebook groups and stuff. There was a website called don'tdatehim.com.
And he got back to him.
It got back to him.
But what led up to you doing that though?
Did it show you did it?
No, it was anonymous. So
Okay.
yeah, but it came back to me. It definitely came back to me.
How many
Because
times
somebody
did it come
asked
back
me
to
about
you?
Once, just once. But yeah, somebody asked me about it, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Let me go see what you're talking about. And I was like, oh yeah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. But it was after a breakup. But yeah, I just told everybody he had an STD, which was true.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
And like
Okay.
that.
got
Well,
him
baby.
and put it out, and they knew.
Wow.
Yeah. I need mine to sting a little bit. You know.
Oh yeah, he,
You don't think
I
that's
need to
thing when
see.
you got somebody
That's
telling that you got an STD?
I think I don't know. I think now the social media and stuff is way bigger, and if you
Yeah.
did that
Oh,
now,
definitely.
it'll be way worse.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
what happened with me, I got about 10 messages. When they put me on that website, I got about 10 messages from people that I know.
Yeah.
10. You know, the number 10 is a lot.
That's a lot.
EB got 10 responses. He probably had more than just one person seeing that.
No,
Absolutely.
I got one
No,
response.
no, with him.
Yeah.
Other people, other females seen it, said something to him,
Oh, yeah.
and you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
He
Only
got
one person
more
came back to
responses
me
than
and was
you.
like, did you do this?
Yeah, like the person that put it out on me, they didn't have nothing. They could never come back with nothing. It was nothing. But I got responses, people saying it was me. And I got at least 10. I can probably go find them. But it was at least 10 minimum. So just think about it, man, the effect of social media today.
Putting it out there. It's
Because
always out there.
everything is about the internet now.
That
You know what I'm
carbon-
saying?
They call it the carbon footprint.
Yeah.
It's out there.
So you know,
Did he ever say something to you about it, EB?
No. Why would he? He'd probably sent her to me. Well, like, that was my baby mama. Nigga, you don't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
so
on
the
air.
girl said
But
something.
The girl, she's still in his life today.
oh,
To this-
she
to-
reached out to you trying to check you on it, like just asking.
I don't know what she thought she was doing, but she can't check me.
Oh.
What did it sound like she was trying to do that?
She can't check me.
So
Her
what-
tone is always very polite.
Oh,
Did you
okay,
do
what
this?
she said.
Did you do this?
So this was somebody he was with also.
Oh,
Also,
you were doing her
sure.
a favor. You were doing her a favor.
I was, but she's still around, so I didn't do her much of a favor. And this was years ago.
Yeah, he out there passing out that monkey pox.
Yeah.
So, JD, what about you, my brother?
I don't have no toxic story. I mean, petty stories like that. I'm petty in the moment, and that, I mean, petty's a
It
way.
can be
of,
petty in the moment.
I-
What you did petty in the moment.
Honestly, I've been racking my brain. To me, petty is used to assert my intention, message, or agenda, and then I moved on to the next thing. I don't like live in the petty. So I can't think of recanting a story about petty like that.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've been petty on 1,000
Many
couple of
occasions.
times. Yeah, it's
Petty-
been plenty of times.
City is King Petty.
City is
Yeah,
King
yeah,
Petty.
yeah. I will welcome you to Pettyville.
It's City Petty.
I will welcome you to Pettyville. I am the king of pet. My pettiness is like breeze. Like I will patiently. It'll take years for me to get you, but I'll get
Stall
you.
them out.
Oh yeah.
Style them out, Debo.
I
Let me
took
tell y'all
great
something.
joy in that too, you know, because it's like a slow burn.
It's a slow burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you build it up.
I'm gonna tell you something. My pettiness will sit with you for a long time. My pettiness will sit with you for a long
It'll
time
have
because
a
it's
residual
involving.
effect.
It's involving
It's getting your
other
psyche
people.
and all that.
It's
Okay.
gonna involve other people that you love.
Oh,
So you create a web, like a tangled web.
I'm gonna create.
Collateral
Petty
damage.
wheel.
That's what it is.
What I
collateral
do-
damage.
Ricochet.
What I do is gonna sting.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna sting. Let me give you an example. I'm with a girl. I'm not with her. Her dude, her ex, he don't like me. Y'all know about it. He don't like me. He get mad because
Yeah.
we're doing business. He's stealing. I find out, but guess what? I end up getting with his baby mama.
Child.
I get with his baby mama and get involved with his baby mama. His baby mama come to his club. I send her a bottle with her and her friends.
I got one clarifying question. When you found out he was stealing, is that the moment you decided to hit the baby mama?
When I first found out he was a crook like that with us, period, I was on it.
You already knew what it was. Okay.
I
just wanted to illuminate
sold.
the level of petty.
I was sold.
But let me just say,
I was sold.
the
I ain't gonna
petty
cap.
didn't stop there. You know, with
I
the
was
baby
sold.
mama, the petty
I was sold.
flowed into the relationship with the son.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, it was
Yeah, I'm telling you, it stings. So this the thing. For some reason,
City coming to sporting events.
Yeah.
City having
Yeah.
dinner
Wow.
with the child.
Cause that's your girl's son, so you gonna show.
But we staying together.
Oh, he's
now.
step
I moved
daddy
in.
for real, for real.
I moved in.
Bruh.
Hold on.
You did this
I moved.
to be
I
petty?
moved in. Now I ain't saying I did this to be petty. I did. I turned it up a notch after just having a little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a little. I'm doing this little bit, and it turned into a whole relationship.
Cause you were matching the energy of what you're responding to.
Man, that man thought. Listen, it's crazy. When I know you throw a rock at me, I'm throwing a whole brick.
Yeah.
And don't say it ain't fair. They think it ain't fair. Cause this what I do. I do this. So this dude didn't like me. I knew the dude didn't like me because first of all, when I got in this club, he seen that the finest chick that was working in there, she rolled with me. I took her home. I wasn't with his baby mama then. But I took the girl home, right? And she was feeling on me. She was feeling me.
Wait, because you said she was feeling on me. I want.
Yeah, she was rocking with me.
What she was doing?
Yeah.
What she was doing? She
But-
was
but
gripping on
listen,
your butt.
My first night there, my first night doing my business at the venue, me and her rocking. I took her home that night. This chick was doing the hookahs there. She was, I swear, I put it on everything. She was bad. Natural, about 5'8",
Yeah.
bussing. He tried to smash. She told me about it. Like the next day, because we exchanged numbers. And then she hung with me that week. So that was one night we were at the club. The next night she was with me at another club, kicking it with me. I was with her at Onyx, and she met a couple friends, and they like, oh yeah, she pressured this and that, this back then. Like, so now think about this. She telling me everything. So now I'm learning everything about him at the club from one of the girls that work for him. She like, yeah, he tried to get me. He messing with her, and her. She telling everything. And then she was like, yeah, he tried to do that. I don't like him like that because he's this, he's that. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say nothing about no dude. She is saying what she got to say. You know what I'm saying? A female will tell you everything, man. You build trust with her. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck. So I'm kicking it with her.
This is a different female.
This is the girl that worked for him. She was
Okay.
doing a hookah. Now the dude didn't like that. When we went back that next week, he was in hate mode, and he was doing slick stuff.
Yeah.
And he told the girl something, right? She told me he didn't like the fact that the girl was hanging around me, and he specifically said that. So now I'm like, oh yeah, he a hater.
He a hater.
He think everything's supposed to go his way. So I go fast forward. Anyway, couple weeks, I end up with his baby mama. We end up in a relationship. Shit kind of snowballed a little bit. We was messing around first, then it snowballed. Then it was just a little fling thing, and then next thing you know, we end up together months later. But either way, the level of pettiness come in where dude slowly was finding out about it. You know what I'm saying?
It's under his nose all the time.
Yeah, but she'll come to the club with a friend. He wasn't buying them nothing. Why I gotta send your baby mama a bottle? You know what I'm saying?
Because he's cheap.
Yeah. So I send her a bottle, her and her
Yeah.
friend. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got their own table. I send them a bottle.
Making you look
He
even
looking-
more flossy.
But he looking like, what, when,
But he's
where,
the
how, and
owner
why.
of the
He's
club.
the owner.
Yeah.
So he's looking like, how they get about what? But when you do stuff like that, a dude know in his mind, boy, I'm looking like a real lame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, it got to the point where me and her staying together, and this dude just created rage.
So she
I'm going to the football games and all that, man. We almost get to fighting at the game, and you know what I'm saying.
so she never said nothing to him. She just let him find out.
She no, she didn't.
Child,
She
we
never
gonna
said
talk.
nothing.
We gonna wrap it up
We're gonna wrap it up.
after this quick music break.
This is a
We
good
gonna
story.
tell y'all how this petty story ended. But right now, we gonna cut to just a couple of songs
We'll be
before we
back.
come back and let y'all know how the king of petty infiltrated this happy home. It's the Litty in the City show.
Yeah.
Infiltrated this happy home. This Negro, right? Yes, sir. We back. I want to
What's
finish.
up?
I want to close out this little story, man. This little Tasha story before we take it. So, what was I, Bree? What was I?
So, just a little quick recap. If you have been somewhere hiding under a rock during the 9 o'clock hour, we have been talking about the pettiest things that we have done, okay, in situations. For tonight, it's been relationship based, okay? And the king of petty over here.
And the queen of petty right here.
Yeah, exactly.
The king of petty literally infiltrated a whole happy home, okay?
And a business.
And a business. He orchestrated a family takeover.
Man.
All right, he didn't just steal your girl.
Business partner, side D, stepdaddy.
Child, all of it. All of
Bree
it.
was like a witness.
I'm talking about a whole house husband.
Man.
He said, I'm taking your whole family.
Wow.
The whole family.
And did.
Showing up at football games.
Man. And still showing up to work, old boy.
Oh yeah. Sending bottles in the club
Man.
to the baby mama.
That's brazen.
In
petty.
his club now.
That's brazen petty.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
I would say. Yeah.
Hey, it's so crazy, man. He didn't know who it was, but he would call and be on the phone for like 40 minutes while we on the road driving out of town. You know what I'm saying? Then he was
Was it on Bluetooth?
man, listen.
Was the conversation on Bluetooth?
Listen, the funny part about it, I got all of it saved. I got so many conversations.
Now you already know.
Everything, man.
This is
The
like
city,
10% of the actual pettiness of what he did.
I got all the
King Petty.
I got all the evidence. Listen, I got all the evidence. We're gonna go off here. I'm gonna play this stuff for y'all, man.
Man.
So, you know what I'm saying? This dude was telling her, break up with the N word. Break up with the N word. You know what I'm saying?
That's how he said it.
Yeah, I swear to God.
That's how you
break
read
up
it.
with the N word. No, this not reading it. This is me recording it.
Oh,
break up with the N word. Yeah, but you shouldn't be with him. Be with somebody else.
I
Be with
mean, I'm gonna tell
somebody
you
else.
something. He would have been okay with her being with anybody in the world other than you.
No cap. You know that?
I absolutely
Did he
know
tell
that.
you that?
Man. So something
Did he
that
tell you that?
I know.
Okay.
But let me just say this. Let me just say this
We gonna go off air.
before we end this
This might
tonight,
have
y'all,
me
because it's
caught up
time
there.
for us. It's time for us to say goodbye. Unfortunately, it's such a sad moment. But I did have some conversations about it. I had my own opinions about it also, and I think it was mad petty. And I think that, yeah,
I don't think it's over. I feel like it's still a little bit of some spices in the cabinet over there, city. You got a little more to put on that?
For that
He ain't
situation.
got no spices.
Nah,
She
but
took
that-
them all, remember?
Okay.
Yeah. So all the spices got to it.
yeah.
We did it.
But I thought
No spices in the cabinet.
my opinions were more towards her. I think you didn't owe him anything, and I think that you were even justified because of the history between the two of you. But as far as she is concerned, as a woman, I think that that's just not a line that I would ever cross.
Feel you.
If I have,
Not knowing
especially if I have a child by a man, I am not going to go and date his arch enemy or arch nemesis. I'm not doing it.
Man.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm out
not
for the
doing
night.
it. Hey, man, listen.
I'm done for the
She
night.
signed up for the petty too when she did
Listen.
that.
Yeah.
When you come at city, you better be prepared because I'm cold blooded.
Man.
This man has audio recordings saying
All kind of stuff. Everything in here.
King Petty, and the pettiest of them all award goes to City.
Bree and City for a combo album of the year.
Yes.
The collabo album of the year goes
Thank
to
you for
Bree and
the
City.
inclusivity
Yeah.
of Bree because
It's like the Carter's album. It's,
man, listen.
Y'all.
What she did.
it's on the run
What
3.
she did is she was a whole catfish and still fixed the man a meal.
Calculated
Sure did
Petty.
cooking, dude.
And still gave that man some of that everything.
And greeted him
within
with a
2 weeks.
smile when he walked back through that
For
door
real.
too.
Yo.
It was.
Did you get what you need?
I bet it was so great to see him being shucked off, and he came back like he was cool.
Yeah.
No,
Everything was cool.
you can't even be that cool after that, because you know when you
Yeah.
are that pissed, like you can't even really play that cool.
That mess with
but
his
but
ego.
you're in a situation where you got to, because why you come back with this type of energy? What's
Right.
wrong?
What's up with you?
Because there had
Yeah.
been weeks of him talking to her.
Oh, he was
Yeah,
ready.
that's why it's a Grammy for the best duo album of the Petty.
Y'all,
Both of
that
y'all.
is it for the night. Thank y'all so much for
You gonna holler
tuning
at you.
in.
Yup.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Appreciate
It's the
y'all.
Litty in the City show. Catch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on 101 TKO Radio from 6 to 10 p.m.
And check out our billboard on the corner of Andrew Young.
Yeah,
and,
we got a
Peachtree
billboard up.
Street.
Yep,
Above
we got a
Chase
billboard
Bank.
up.
Billboard.
And
Let's go.
y'all know what it is.
It's the Litty in the City show.
Man, y'all got it.